Terran is
Yes. Our plan is completing. Terran will never be the revolutionary hero of America. It's all a conspiracy against Terran.
You lazy fucks, get the fuck in the stream. What the fuck is the holdup? Holy shit, I'm so fucking impatient. Do an early stream, Hayes. It takes fucking 12 years for people to get the fuck in here?
I like to welcome all my niggas from uptown, downtown, inside, out of town. We got it going on. Beagle Land, so warm. It's famous, baby. Here we go. It's the world famous 3525. We're a special 416. All my street niggas, all my playing niggas, all my niggas.
bands, I need the BNC's 10 and the juice rose gold. All I need is one plug and 2 cell phones. I used to sell stones, hand to hand as a shorty. Couldn't settle there, I had to elevate my story. We was getting bags back when bitches wore Maury's. All these foreigners in the crew, I hope Trump don't deport me. Diamond chains tangled up, my neck be having orgies. Work all on the table next to scales in the 40. Left the rap alone cause this rap shit bored me. Now I'm back with more shit to talk, somebody please record me. Rollie on my wrist and the chain got the matching gold. Could catch a bag over here before you catch a cold. We keep our circle glued tight, ain't no latching on. Boy, we been this shit, bless your heart for just not catching on. I'm from a hood where the goal, let's have a slapping phone. Flip a brick, switch whips, then we back at home. And the ones that don't hustle, they just grab the chrome. Then we hire them as muscle just to crack a dome. I had to play with fire for this ice. Fuck a hoe, I need a supplier in my life. No thank you on them bricks, I retired from the white. That game include too many niggas wired up with mics, My real killers, I don't never post. Just know they all ears when my name is spoke. You better watch the niggas that you playing close. Them the ones that's gon' spray you if I pay the most. Back to the mission, stacking the ticket, passing in sixes, laughing at niggas. These bitches acting suspicious. In the mansion we living, with work landing, we flipping the chains, dancing and ticking. I got a passion to get it. I don't take shots at niggas. He feeding his family, why would I stop that, nigga? That's crab shit, a lot of niggas got it in them bad shit. You say you had chips, but acting like you never had shit. In high school, man, they swore it was my dad whip. Years later, and they still on some mad shit. That's bullshit, I'm on some stacking, living good shit. Whole crew ballin' on some paid in full shit.
I do welcome all my niggas from uptown, downtown, inside, out of town. We got it going on. Big ol' ass 4-1. It's famous, baby.
I stopped working.
Yeah, 20 chains, so you know the way. Rollie over bang, I've been shitting since the rollie days. Y'all blue and yellow, full of nuggets, look like Golden State. Same nigga used to rollerblade, not a roller skate. Pocket fat as fuck, need to run, my shit overweight. I whack a nigga over crumbs, especially overweight. 40 on me, been a left a nigga like I'm running late. I was in Miami, me and baby hit the O with face. Nigga, 4 pints cost me 10 something. I be always on a turnaround like I missed something. Took my bitch to Barney's on Rodale, told her pick something. You ain't getting paid, niggas be too busy dick sucking. Always love to be in first place, fuck a runner-up. Counting paper all night, fuck I gave my thumb a cut. I was 21 with 20 on me, but there's nothing much. So you doing money, talking better be a bucking up. Niggas wanna taste of the pies, but can't look straight in the eyes. I'm starting to think that you a snake in disguise. I've been focusing, lately I've been chasing the skies. I keep this shit pushing, I can get a rape if I tried. I'm breaking the eyes on Eric Bet at 4, 5, 6. And give me space while I'm shooting if you don't got shit. Seeing niggas getting money, then they go out quick. Setting examples for the youngest who don't know about shit. West side in this bitch, in the east side too. Yo, bitch a little spooky, how she wanna be my boo? With prescription contacts, you can't see my crew. You fake niggas transparent, I can see right through. Server OT, cause the block hot as Takis. Bitches ain't no fucking stir fry, this hibachi. Did the 69 with your bitch, I ain't the Kashi. Little nigga big strap, but want no big nigga boxing. 013, I was itching for a body. Few years before, I pull up in the hottie. Around the same time, I was stretching aqua quality. Fast forward now, I'm in a race on college, sipping walkie. Niggas hating on me, shit I heard it through the grapevine. Plug waiting on me, I just got across the state line. Free boss hard, got my nigga doing steak time. Whipping up babies, take talent, it don't take
The
time.
next rollie in my wrist, probably a 40, a Prezi, little ass nigga bag heavy. I can do the route there and back without a navy. Let a pretty bitch run through the mall like her daddy. I was up, fell off, and got back again. Quit rapping, start trapping, trying to rap again. Putting miles on a kid, trying to snatch a Benz. Spray the card and double back if niggas acting dead. They said I was the one, but I was lacking bread. Now I know to keep it on me, never lack again. I'm sending P-Easy kicks when he at the fed. She was talking down about the gang, so I got the head.
Being broke taught a nigga how to live with money. Waking up next to hoes thinking they stealing from me. My trust issues make me clutch pistols. When you up, they on your nuts. When you broke, they don't fuck with you. Good luck with it, boy, I know how I go. I done sold a whole brick, I done sold out a show. Water dripping off the piece all the way to the flow. I make it look like I'm rich selling APs a blow. You either listen to them or you listen to me. Snatch a big off a chicken, yeah, it's missing a wing. I ain't put it back together, boy, you getting it clean. And I ain't never sold nobody no Michigan weed. Did time in the joint, nigga, and I ain't going back. I ain't supposed to be around no felons, and I'm knowing that. I'm holding straps while I'm throwing craps. Wife beat it wrong, cooking the O and crack. Boy, you know it's fact.
Just made it back with 200 of the finest. Call my Mexican and get 200 on consignment. As on my report card, I turned in my assignment. Had my first crack house when niggas were brightless. Billy truck at Boston Over, order some lasagna. Spin this bitch around, I gotta play an ace of diamonds. Looking for the shit I'm wearing today, you can't find it. 3,000 for an outfit and it ain't even Friday. Finish up this load, then I'm done, I told Gazi. Then I got another load, shit, I tried it. 20 chains on, couple of them bitches hide. Told them ain't no need to test drive this bitch, cause I'm bad.
The shit I spit make niggas get up off their ass and quit tripping and try to stumble on some cash. Used to double off a half, trying to bubble to a slab. Now I push a coupe, stumping up the motherfucking Ave. I'm a west side trafficker, you known for slapping dirt. When I put the front, I put you on the front and back of shirts. You could grab a verse or come grab a church, shit, whatever works. Bitches later, cheddar first, chasing pussy never works. Born in the family where nobody had a job. You either sell dope or sell dope, you nothing if you rob. I engage in crack sales, bitch, I'm married to the mob. Stack sloppy and fat, just a motherfucking slob. I'm a diamond linker, vacuum seal, bag shrinker. You a small thinker, ass kisser, couch sleeper. My clique, all leaders trailing foreign car blinkers. Head to the club in a dozen two-seaters, nigga.
I do welcome all my neighbors from uptown, downtown, inside, out of town. We got it going on. Beagle Land, so one. It's famous, baby. Here we go. It's the world famous 3525. We're special 416.
I'm not waiting. I'm not waiting for y'all. I'm not waiting for y'all lazy fucks. Tell me to stream early and shit. Fucking Michael. Fucking damn, what is wrong with this fucking thing? Piece of fucking shit, man. Fucking piece of fucking garbage. What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? I don't give a fuck how you doing, actually. I don't give a fuck. Look at me. I got a new cut. I got my beard trim, got a new cut and everything. You know what I'm saying? Looking fresh. Looking fresh. I might go shorter, I might go shorter, you know what I mean? It's a little bit long on the top, but that's okay. That's okay. I have a big-ass surprise for you guys, and it's coming real soon. Thank you so much, Tristan. I appreciate you.
Gorilla, son.
But apparently from that debate I had yesterday, Tweeter had a lot of things to say. Thank you so much, Demetrion.
Praise Allah. Us East Coasters have been blessed with an early stream.
Yeah, what up, Demetrion? How you doing, man? Yeah, I mean, this is how I want to stream even earlier. Ideally, I want to stream at like 4 p.m. or something. I got a big ass. The only reason I usually wait till there's like 250 people in here before I show you my video and shit. But I have something to show you. I have a big surprise for you guys. If all goes well. If all goes well, I have something really interesting to show you guys. Something really cool and really interesting. I have something really cool, super interesting, super based, super great, super beautiful. Okay. Okay. All right, man. Okay. Okay, all right. All right. I'm gonna put this here. Yo, what up,
I'm
Arwell?
thankful for your early stream not killing my sleep schedule. Your haircut and beard look great. Thank you for your service, 07.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it. And like, my haircut, pretty good. Could be better. Because look at, it could be better, right? Could be better. But it's good. It's good, but it's not the best I've ever. Not the best I've ever. But it's okay. I need to go to Turkey to get a hair transplant, man. I need to either shave this shit or get a hair. But whatever, we're good. It's all good. All right, but guys, something really urgent, very soon. Okay, I have something really cool to show you. But everyone was reacting to the debate I had yesterday, saying Hayes doesn't want the minimum wage to be raised. Hey, shut the fuck up, you stupid fuck on Twitter. Twitter people are the most retarded on earth because they'll watch a 2-minute clip and think that was the debate. No context. They don't even know what we're arguing about. It's just a 2-minute clip, and then they ran wild with it. What do you mean, Soup Kitchen Hayes? I mean, if your fucking logic is that we should sacrifice everything to have harm reduction and marginal harm reduction, that means we should vote for Democrats because it's going to get people a $15 fucking wage. Go fucking work at a soup kitchen if you want harm reduction. Thank you, Aaron.
If you ever have another meetup, would you sign my copy of Das Kapital?
Like, these fucking retards on Twitter are like, oh, hey, you're saying that we can't have a wage increase? Thank you, Farrakhan.
Looking like a non-drug addicted Zelensky.
They're like
Slava infrared.
They're like, hey, you're saying that we can't have a wage increase without you sound like a Republican. You're saying we can't have a wage increase and we have to go work at a soup kitchen? No. I'm saying if all politics for you, if you're justifying tailing the Democrats because there's going to be a $15 wage in 2025, if that's your justification, harm reduction, go fucking work at a soup kitchen because you're not God. You don't have the fucking. I hate how people debate about politics without giving us like the A. How are you going to get from A to B, right? Oh, we should do this. We should do that. Tell me step by step how you get from A to B. You're a fucking guy on the internet. You're not going to affect the outcome of the election. So the most harm reduction you personally can do is go to a fucking soup kitchen. You will help personally and directly the most amount of people by doing that. Waging InfoWar on the internet for the Democrats is in no way going to help anyone. Like, you're going to make 5 people vote for Democrats versus you can help like 50 people at the soup kitchen, you know? That's my logic, you dumb bitch. I'm trying to demonstrate that to you because politics is not about harm reduction or policy. If you're making politics about harm reduction, you're treating politics as a form of charity. That's not how politics fucking works. Politics is about signifiers that rally millions and millions and millions of people together around. Politics is about power. It's about who's in power and who's not in power. It's about, which interests specific agendas serve. So you have it completely twisted if you're like, oh yeah, we should vote for Democrats for a $15 wage by 2025. And I can't believe this had to be said, but $15 is nothing. McDonald's offers $17 an hour. What is $15 an hour with gas prices and food prices going up? Can you show me where in America you can live off of that? It's so fucking stupid. Who gives a fuck about $15? But here's the best part, right? It's not $15 now. It's $15 by 2025. That's how fucking stupid it is. In 3 years. Oh my God. Wow. All right, anyway. I'm going to talk about that more. But before I do that, I'm going to do this. Oh boy. Everyone be quiet. Everyone shh. Shh. Okay? Shh. Shh. Shh.
Eric, how are you? Joe, how are you doing? Hi, everybody.
I see Khadijah. Hey, Khadijah. See Michelle. Zach. I better stop mentioning names, but you know, when you start mentioning names, you don't mention everybody, you get in trouble. I went to
Hey, Joe, why do you call me a racist, but Taryn is a white woman and I'm an Arab American? How am I a racist, Joe?
Oh my God.
Yeah, Joe Sims, so you actually say, you talk all this shit about us, calling us fascist and racist, and you're convening this right now to actually talk about how you're going to respond to the CPUSA 2036 initiative. I would love to know how I'm a racist, Joe. Tell me how I'm a racist. You always call me, I'll kick him out, kick him out. Shut the fuck up, you little bitch. Keep talking to me about how I'm a racist. Hey, Joe Sims, we're in your party. How do you think I got here? We're in your party. We're taking over the CPUSA 2036. We're taking over your fucking party, dude. We're taking over your party. We're in your party. There's nothing you can do about it. You wouldn't engage with us. You lied about us. You slandered us. You smeared us. You called us racist. You accused us of being fascist. Not once have you engaged in any principled dialogue. Oh, man. Oh, shit. Okay, that was in and out. Oh my god. Oh, I was gonna troll, but like I don't know how fast they would catch on if I trolled. So I was like, I wanted to like just spend it. I just wanted to expend that very fast. But here we are. I wish I could have hyped that up. I really wish I could have hyped that. He was so surprised. He was so fucking surprised. He was so fucking surprised. He was so fucking surprised. He was like, what? We're gonna do that. Oh, you know what? You know what's funny? I think I could just join again.
That was effing awesome.
Hold on. I'm gonna join again. Hold on. Give me a sec. This is gonna take a little bit. Okay, give me a sec.
Bro, you're a legend.
Give me a sec.
Common us W.
Give me a sec. Give me a sec. Okay.
Let's go.
Okay. All right. Give me a quick sec. All right. Okay. Okay. We're gonna do this, and then this.
Their BS corporate HR diversity drives didn't seem to really work. Malformoids everywhere.
Okay.
Based gorilla zoom
Oh
tactics.
fuck! I'm unable to join. Fuck. All right. Never mind. Never mind. All right. That's pretty much. That was the plan for today. Okay?
Good morning, Revolution.
Okay, here's the thing. I don't want to announce it yet.
Revolution.
Amirio, thank you so much. So, guys, here's the thing, okay? Guys, this is like really quick though. Really quick. Guys, check my Telegram right now. My personal No, don't check it. Never mind. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. But I'm just kidding.
Good morning, Revolution.
But yeah, I'm just kidding. Don't check my Yeah, I'm just kidding. It's a joke. Thank you so much, Anglo-Eurasian. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. But
I ain't going to McDonald's tonight.
thank you, Alex. Appreciate you so much, man. But
Based.
Lol, lol, amazing.
mods, check the private chat in the Discord. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Anthony. I appreciate you. Oh my god. Yeah.
Based.
Thank you so much,
W.
Dar. That was like that was like a Joker moment. Like, you guys know they convened this meeting because of what we're doing. This meeting is okay. I'm gonna read it to you. I'm gonna read you what the meeting is about. So, they said, "Hello, comrades. In light of last week setting up." Okay, I'm gonna show you the message. So this was the message, okay? So this is the message they gave everyone. And then
Based.
thank you so
Amazing.
much. TY. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate you so much. Oh my god, that was so fucking based. That was so fucking funny. It could have been better though. Could have been better. Next time it'll be better. We'll have a better one next time. So they go, in light of last week's setting up of fake Twitter accounts and other issues, we are calling an urgent meeting of all CPUSA social media managers to discuss how to respond. And then, yeah, that was what was. So I got all the info and shit. And then I decided, I was like, you know what? I'm going to be live at 8 p.m. Eastern, and I'm going to fucking join that shit. I'm going to actually join it. I'm going to confront Joe Sims.
CPUSA 2036.
Thank you, Isaiah. That was a confrontation. The confrontation of Joe Sims that just happened. Thank you, Numinous.
You're
Appreciate
awful,
you, man.
Joe. Playing my tweet, not inviting me on your show. You just wanted to Anglo-box me. You're just like the rest of them.
And then apparently afterwards, Joe Sims was like, he said, "Don't pay it no mind. He ain't got us." That's what he said. What he said after. Did you see those fucking Zoom participants like flipping me off and shit? That was so funny. That was so fucking funny.
Based.
Thank you, Johnny. Appreciate you.
_us what Joe Sims, why are you calling me racist when I'm an Afro-Asiatic Mediterranean male under assault?
No, it's true. That's all he does is call us racist. That's all he does is call us racist. That's all he fucking does. Calls us racist. Based on what? I was in that Zoom call. Our fucking community is more diverse than that Zoom call was. So how are we the fucking racists? You know? Our community, in person, our community is more diverse than an entire fucking meeting they had. So how are we the fucking racists? Oh, that's gonna be a beautiful clip. I'm gonna make that a video. But it's over. All right, I'm gonna check with the infrared special agents, see what's going on. Okay. Let me see. Let me ask them for a report. Hold on. Wait, where is it? Oh, they're back. So okay. RTSG probably got their cover blown. RTSG joined it too. Thank you, Derp.
Good morning, Revolution.
Yeah, RTSG joined it as well.
Based.
Thank you,
I saw
Amila.
only white
Appreciate
people
it.
in that call, cack.
Yeah, there's literally only white people in that fucking call. I was like, we're in your party. How do you think I got this fucking link? And you know what we're going to do? Going forward, every time they have a Zoom meeting, I will join it. And I will make new Zoom accounts. I'm going to make a new Zoom account every single time I'm joining. So guys, I want to not okay. I want to react. I want to react to this on stream unless it's TOS, but RTSG did join. Oh, never mind. We can't react to it. Never mind. Never mind. We can't record. We can't
Good
react
morning,
to
revolution.
it. Thank you, Winged. Appreciate you. Never mind. And that wasn't RTSG, by the way. That was a different group. But okay. Oh, I'm still dying. I'm still fucking. Apparently, a bunch of random ass people joined. Okay, hold on. Apparently, a bunch of random ass people fucking joined that one. All right.
Base.
Thank
Imagine
you,
you are
Swizz.
Joe Sims and all these Zoomers are trolling you cat.
Yeah. I got used to I like joining that little Zoom. You know, I kind of got used to addressing all of them. Kind of got used to it. You know, it's like I was right at home. I was right at home in the party. And Joe was there, and Rosanna was there, and Anita Waters was there, and everyone was there. It was so nice. But anyway, this was literally like a Batman scene when the city is convening, like, okay, what do we do about the Joker? And then the Joker literally storms in. And you know, that was a fucking Joker moment. That was a Batman villain moment, all right? I was like in my militant green. That was a fucking Batman villain moment, okay? Because I'm literally the boogeyman of that party. I bet a lot of those people got PTSD from that. I am literally the boogeyman of the CPUSA. I'm literally the boogeyman of that party. Kick him out. It took them so long to kick me out because they were just so shocked. Because I made my name Comrade, pronouns Zer. Oh man, that was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun. That was so much fun. That was the most. That was. I just wish it lasted longer. Oh, I gotta like. I need a second to catch up because I'm dying. I'm dying. I'm fucking dead. I'm dead. I'm dying. Why so liberal? Why so liberal? And it's about the demo. They're gonna talk about how we have to. They're saying, how are we gonna respond? What do you mean? How are you gonna respond? All right, I'm gonna react to this. See if it's stream appropriate. Oh, let me see. Stay human. All right. No. I want to show this. Let me just make sure nothing was said. Give me a second. I'm about to cry. If I can. Okay, don't show this. All right. So I'm gonna play the audio. All right. So all right. This is the audio of what happened. All right. All right. So I'm gonna play this for you guys.
I mention the names, you don't mention everybody, you get in trouble. I went to
Hey Joe, why do you call me a racist, but Taryn is a white woman and I'm an Arab American? How am I a racist, Joe?
Oh my God.
Yeah, Joe Sims. So
Based.
We
Thank
need
you,
to
John.
retake the party from the evil Joe
Thank you,
Sims
Johnny.
clone
He goes-
hashtag dark
he goes-
Sims underscore CPUSA 2036.
No, let's play that again. Let's play that again. Yo, guys, get a clip of that. We're making that a fucking donation. We're making that the new Neat Feet. Someone please tell Neat Feet, please. Make that the donation alert. Oh my God. Please make that the fucking alert. Please make that the alert. All right. We're going to watch that again. I'm a racist, but Taryn is a white woman and I'm an Arab American. How am I a racist, Joe?
Oh my God.
Yeah. Joe Sims, so you actually say you talk all this shit about us calling us fascist and racist, and you're convening this. You're convening this right now to actually talk about how you're gonna. The audio cuts out for a second, but it'll come back. Why is there no audio? The fuck? This fucking guy. Holy shit, this fucking pussy. This fucking guy was talking shit in the call. He was like some fat fuck. There's like this fat ass in the call talking shit. Based. Like some fat fuck. Thank you,
For the
Anglo.
next one, join blasting Mongolian music.
Thank you. All right, hold on. Let me do some spring cleaning because yikes. Hold on. I gotta do something. Guys, I was looking forward to this all day yesterday and today. I was looking forward to this all day yesterday and today. All right, let's continue.
Based.
Thank you so much, Storm. Appreciate you.
It's fucking Christ.
God.
Wow, he really got us there. And I got called one of his a crane.
He just hey, don't pay it no mind. We're not gotten
Joe and everyone.
Yeah, the definition of copium. We're not gotten. The definition of copium.
Yeah, I'm being sarcastic. Jesus
I know.
Christ.
No, they can't tell.
If I just could for a second, that is an open link. So like, if he has it, he has it.
You mean he'll be back?
Maybe a new link would potentially, and all of his
I'm sorry for interrupting, Zach. There's a way in order to change it when you're already in. If you're the host of the meeting, where you can change it to, they have to wait in the waiting room.
Yeah,
that might be a good idea because
waiting room would work. Yeah.
Yeah, because he can wait in the waiting room as long as he wants if he tries. That on, and he won't be able to get in.
Yeah, just something.
You bloody bitch! You bloody Joe Sims! I fucking motherfucking Joe Sims wheelchair cyborg black bitch!
Wait, what? What did that guy say? Some random fucking guy joined and just started screaming. What the fuck?
You are a cyborg! You are a cyborg! Why are you cyborg? Why is Joe Sims?
Wait, I don't get it. Why is he calling him a cyborg? Yeah, but like all these trolls, I bet it's Telegram people, 100%. But all these trolls joined afterwards and just started fucking screaming. I don't know what they said though, so I'm gonna be fucking careful. Give me a sec.
I got called. I
Get a load of this guy.
He shared the link with other people, obviously.
Yeah, that's what happened.
So
Is Cameron here?
A password, but like
I'm
when
here.
I joined, there was
Cameron?
no password requirement.
Yeah.
And he's talking about the Joe Sims meme where he's like a cyborg or something. I don't know.
We create another link.
Okay.
This is the part where I died laughing though. This was it. Ready?
And
Make a waiting room.
make a waiting room.
No, you can't do that. No.
It's a guy with an Ataturk. He has an Ataturk profile picture.
And
You
then
have to deny the Armenian genocide.
send it to everybody.
We have to confront the truth. You have to confront incel
Okay.
thought. Post
Where
incel
are
thought.
Hey, Cameron,
will
just a
rise.
second, please.
Joe, why don't you
Let
do
us-
something about the incel crisis, Joe? Why aren't you doing something about the incel crisis?
Why are you guys thoroughly unserious?
The incels, you don't think people killing themselves is
Yeah.
serious because they're incels? You
Make
don't think
another
mental-
link.
You don't
please.
think mental
Send it
illness
to
is serious?
everybody.
You don't
And we'll
think
start
mental
the meeting
illness is serious?
again.
You don't
Relax.
think mental illness is
Everybody
serious?
get
I'm gonna vote for Republicans
You
now.
don't think
This is
inceldom
crazy.
serious? You don't think people kill themselves?
Oh. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh god. Okay. All right. So they ended it though. They ended the. How do they do a second meeting? Jesus Christ. That was crazy. That was actually insane. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure those were like all foreign guys. Pretty sure those were not even Americans who did that. Pretty sure those were not Americans. I'm pretty sure those were like random.
Their
fucking
party
foreign-
can be infiltrated this easily, but supposedly you're the unserious one.
Yeah, it's a fucking no. They're convening about me right now. They're literally convening because of Operation Redanon. Yeah, like some Turkish trolls just fucking joined it or some shit. I don't fucking know. But they want to be internationalists. That was internationalism, okay? That was internationalism. They want to be internationalists, so there's some internationalism. A bunch of like Turkish trolls joined. Oh shit. Oh man. So let me see. Okay, so according to my sources, so the meeting in general got fucking leaked. And then some random fucking Turkish trolls joined it. And yeah, I don't know what the fuck they said, but yikes. I don't know why either. There's a fucking guy with an Ataturk fucking profile picture. he goes, we need to start a new meeting. No! No! Oh my god. They're gonna think like I'm a Turkish nationalist now, though. That's the fucking crazy thing. They're gonna think I'm a Turkish nationalist of some kind. Oh man. He sounded like Arnold. No! You can't do that! Oh my god, who the fuck was that guy? Oh, shit. Oh, I'm in tears. Fuck. Oh my god. I've never laughed this hard, man. I'm in tears. Hold on, give me a second. They're like, we have to start a new meeting and get a new. No, you can't do that. No, you can't do that. I can't breathe, man. Holy shit. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. Holy fuck. All right. All right. I don't know who. They're like, how do we address the fake Twitter accounts? What do you mean? You are the fake Twitter accounts. Oh man. Oh shit. Oh my god. Oh my god. Fuck. Yeah, apparently they did a second meeting. Thank you, Toya.
There was another CPUSA meeting at 8:30. Want to crash it again?
No, I'm pretty sure they're gonna fucking have a wait list. No, we'll do it again another time. And the way we're gonna do it is we're gonna like, yeah, I'll like impersonate one of their members or some shit. But yeah, so apparently they did a second meeting and the trolls brigaded that one too, but they didn't get the recording. They didn't record it. It's our members are in there recording the whole thing. Like in the CPUSA. Yeah, the first one was fucking schizo. He's like talking about cyborgs or some shit. I don't even know what that fucking guy said. But what made me die was the fucking Arnold. That Arnold guy made me die. Fuck. Shit. All right. They're gonna do like more meetings about that fucking meeting. They're gonna like say it gave him PTSD or some shit. I want to watch that again where he goes, "Oh my god."
But you know, when you start mentioning names, you don't mention everybody, you get in trouble.
Hey Joe, why do you call me a racist, but Taryn is a white woman and I'm an Arab American? How am I a racist, Joe?
Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh my fucking god. That's so fucking beautiful. Hey Joe, why do you call me a racist, but Taryn is a white woman and I'm an Arab American? How am I a racist, Joe?
Oh my god.
I gotta zoom up on his face. Oh my god. That was fucking golden. Hey Joe, why do you call me a racist, but Taryn is a white woman and I'm an Arab American? How am I a racist, Joe?
Oh my god.
Yeah, Joe Sims, so you actually... Look, my fucking name was Comrade Zizer. Hey Joe, why do you call me a racist, but Taryn is a white woman and I'm an Arab American? How am I a racist, Joe?
Oh my god.
Oh god. You know what's hilarious? They're probably so paranoid right now. They're playing Among Us right now. They're like, who the fuck leaked that? They're so paranoid. Thank you, John.
Comrade 11/Seer was the perfect cover, _gag. Also, I uploaded the clip to Twitter.
Oh my god. Oh, I should have talked about the Democrats. I should have talked about the fucking Democrats. I made it about me. Such a narcissist. I should have been like, why do you... Yeah. No, for this to go viral, I should have talked about the Democrats. And why should we tail behind the Democrats, Joe? Should have said some shit like that. But, yeah, that was an ambush. You uploaded it to Twitter? Let me see. Based. Thank you so
Rosanna,
much,
why
Harold.
is Zelensky yelling at me?
Thank you so much. Yeah. Oh, Orvo uploaded it. All right. All right, let's watch it together. Let's watch it together. Give me a sec. You know what's crazy? We're like called Pat Socks, but our audience is so fucking international. Most random fucking people join that fucking meeting.
Eric, how are you?
Sure.
Look at this. Comrade Zizer.
How are you doing? Hi, everybody.
I see Khadijah. Hey, Khadijah. See Michelle.
So this is the entire party meeting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is 25 people. That's 50 people. What the fuck? There's 45 people. You guys, this was a general meeting they convened. This is crazy. The CPUSA convened a general meeting and 46 people showed up. That's less people that join my Discord VC when I get in general VC just to talk. That's less people in my fucking Twitter spaces. 50 people showed up to their entire fucking general meeting. That is actually insane. That's an insane. We are literally bigger than them. The guerrilla army dwarfs them. We alone are literally bigger than their entire fucking party. And that is actually fucking insane.
Flag. I better stop mentioning names. But you know when you start mentioning names, you don't mention everybody.
So I got nervous when he said this shit because I thought, oh shit, is my cover blown? Because I stand out because my name is Comrade. And look at this.
You get in trouble.
Hey Joe, why do you call me a Look, I just popped out of nowhere. Oh my god, let's watch that again. Hey Joe, why do you call me a racist, but Taryn is a white woman and I'm an Arab American? How am I a racist, Joe?
Oh my god.
Oh my god, it's beautiful. Yeah, Joe Sims, so you actually say, you talk all this shit about us, calling us fascist and racist, and you're convening this. You're convening this right now to actually talk about how you're going to respond to the CPUSA 2036 initiative. I would love to know how I'm a racist, Joe. Tell me how I'm a racist. Look how I dominate the voices of all of these cucks in this call. They have these soft, feminine voices, and they're all like trying to hurl whatever. You can't even hear what they're saying, and I just dominate the entire call. Because I am the Khan. Look how I dominated this fucking call. Look at all these beta males trying to fucking speak over me, and they can't. Look at all the betas in this fucking call trying to speak over me. All of them combined are no match for my own voice. You always call me, I'll kick him out, shut the fuck up, you little bitch. Alright, that's the black... I didn't mean to bring the Black Forces energy to the CPUSA meeting, but... I didn't mean to do that. But it happened. Keep talking to me about how I'm a racist. Hey, Joe Sims, we're in your party. How do you think I got here? We're in your party. We're taking over the CPUSA. CPUSA 2036. Look at this, look at this young woman. This young woman. Her father must be proud. Look, she put her thumb up, so it's not even offensive. It doesn't even count when you put your thumb up. We're taking... Look how she sticks her tongue out to try and replicate the, what's that girl's name? That OnlyFans girl? That was, like, viral? Bella... No, not Bella Porsche. Her name was, like... You know what I'm talking about? Who sold like jars of her fucking sweat. She sold her bathwater. The bathwater woman. What's her name? Belle Delphine. Yeah, she's trying to do that's like, look how cringe this is. This is like the highlight of the entire thing. She's trying to replicate the Belle Delphine face, which is clearly an act of unwarranted. This is like an unwarranted advance. Because when they make this face, it's like, yeah, this is like, actually, this is like sexual assault right here. This young woman was engaging in a form of sexual assault. And, you know, yeah. It's like Belle Delphine. It's like the fucking OnlyFans girl mating call. Disgusting. And then Anita, the supreme femcel. Anita is the supreme femcel sorceress of the CPUSA. So Anita, look at Anita. She literally looks like... Anita looks like a fucking... a mountain troll from Lord of the Rings, like, looking down, like... this is gonna go good. I'm gonna put this in my stew tonight. I'm eating good tonight. She's got that face. Anita is very engaged. And then who else is in here? Soy. Just it's like a fucking, it's just a fucking stacks of soy on soy on soy. And then oh my god. This person is not amused at all.
Your fucking party, dude. We're taking over your party. We're in your party.
Kick him out.
There's nothing you can do about it. You wouldn't
What is he saying here?
engage with us. You lied about us. You slandered us. You smeared us. You called us racist. You accused us of being fascist. Not once have you engaged in any principled dialogue.
Wow. That's when it all ended. So that was longer than I thought I would last. That was 1 minute and 26 minutes. In and out. In and out operation. 1 minute, 26 seconds. Oh my god. Beautiful. It's so funny. It's actually hilarious. It's the funniest thing I've ever done. He was so. That was the last thing he was explaining.
Based.
Oh my god! Thank you,
Very
W.
based
Level.
us.
Yeah, oh my god! He was so, bro. He's like a boomer. He doesn't even know how technology works. He's like, how did, huh? Because like they're doing this bureaucratic meeting about Hayes, about Operation Redanon. And then I myself join. And then he's like, huh? Like, imagine if you're fucking doing a meeting about, like, Xi Jinping and he just fucking joins. That's what it was to Joe Sims. That's how, like, baffling what happened was. He can't even fathom.
Me a racist, but Taryn is a white woman and I'm an Arab American. How am I a racist, Joe?
Oh my god.
Oh my god. That was beautiful. Oh my god. That was next level. That was next level. That was it just doesn't get old. That's like meme of the month. What do you guys think? Meme of the month. Easily. That easily takes the fucking cake for being meme of the month. What do you guys think? That is a certified infrared classic right there. That was a certified infrared classic. That was a certified infrared classic. You know what's crazy? I wish there was more people to see this. I wish there was more people that saw it. I knew if I did it early, we wouldn't get that many people to watch it live. But I couldn't like hype it up because then the party would have caught on. But I did try to like help the CPUSA a little bit by making my stream about them.
Based.
Thank you, GGK.
Joe Sims, more like Joe Biden.
So like I assumed some of them would be watching and they'd be like able to anticipate what I'm doing right now, but it was too late. They couldn't do anything. But wow, that was so fucking fun. See, you know what's crazy? When he said, "Oh my god, this wasn't part of the brochure the Democrats gave me," like he's literally fucking working for the Democrats and working for the fucking, I don't know exactly who it is. It's got to be the CIA or something. But he's working for them. Thank you, Anonymous.
Joe and Rosanna prevented a chapter from having elections in order to keep the old white leaders in power who pushed out 3 Black/Latino members via accusations of misogyny. And they say we're racist.
Yeah. Yeah. Very true. Yeah, we know all about that shit. We know all about that shit. But, yeah, so, like, I wanted to confront him directly because it's like, yeah, why don't you just stop your little bullshit you're fucking feeding your little fucking membership? You're fucking lying, Joe Sims. You're a fucking liar. You're lying about what infrared is. You're lying about what I'm fucking about. You're lying about everything. Oh my God, Jackson shared it. Jackson shared it. Oh man. That was crazy. That was fucking crazy. All right, guys. We're gonna roll this back a little bit. And I think we just got like 100 viewer influx because the CPUSA turned on their report bots / NAFO bots, whatever. But whatever, it's okay. Right? Anyway. What I want to talk about is the minimum wage controversy from the debate yesterday with Socialism Done Left and that whole fucking affair. Because, well, I'll just show you what happened on Twitter, first of all. So this guy's this is like one of the biggest liars on the fucking internet. I've never seen a bigger liar on the internet than this guy, actually. Well, actually, scratch that, I have. I've never seen a bigger liar coming from the breadtube side of things than this guy. All right, and that's saying something. He's the biggest liar on breadtube. He's even a bigger liar than Vosh, right? But he goes, infrared debates SDL on the $15 minimum wage. So that's immediately not true, because what we were debating about was whether or not the passing of this policy makes voting for Democrats worth it. Thank you, Void.
They aren't sending their best. They're sending their soy boys, sending their Democrat tailists. Some of CPUSA membership, I assume, are good people.
Yeah, true. So thank you so much, Voidburn. So right off the bat, this is a lie, right? We were not debating about the minimum wage, something I don't give a fuck about. This was in the context of whether this makes voting for Democrats worth it, okay? Key word, whether or not the passing of a $15 minimum wage by 2025 makes it worth it to support the Democrats. That's what the debate was about. But that context was not provided, and instead he's saying that I'm arguing about the what do I think about the $15 minimum wage?
I was in the meeting, and I honest to God didn't know you would join. They have no idea how deep we penetrated their party. _SunGorilla : Sun Gorilla.
You know why I'm so glad to hear that, dude? Because there's only 46 people in that call. There's probably like at least 20% of them are infrared fans that I know of. You know? There was 50 people in that call. It's not a big party by any means, by any stretch of the imagination. It's not a big party by any stretch of the imagination. But anyway, I wasn't debating. So everyone in the replies decided that this was actually about the minimum wage. And, oh my God. Let me find the funny reply. If you love poor people so much, why don't you just marry them? Minimum wage increases can reduce poverty. Okay, you're already starting off the wrong foot, you fucking idiot. If I could snap my fingers and increase the minimum wage, would I? Yeah. But how do you get from A to B? Politics isn't policy. So what you're actually saying here, well, this is what SDL was saying in the debate, that, okay, we need to support Democrats because if Democrats are in power, they're going to pass $15 minimum wage by 2025. Well, hold on. Then it's not. Okay, let me put it this way, right? I'm just going to put this in like really simplistic terms. The Democrats are also pursuing World War III. So why don't you just like do like a trade-off? Is minimum wage by 2025 being $15 so fucking important that we A, risk World War III, B, sacrifice energy we could otherwise spend building class political independence for a third party, C, aligning ourselves in the eyes of the working class with the establishment and with the ruling class? I could go on. Does passing the minimum wage by 2025 make all of those things worth it? No! And that was the context of the debate. I don't care about the fucking minimum wage. I care about the sacrifices we're going to have to make to see that happen, or for the hope that it's... Even assuming we could make a difference, which we can't. So, yeah. My favorite was when SDL said, yeah, we need to empower workers, and Haas is like, yeah, IDK, bro. No, he was talking about a bunch of ideological, like, mashed potatoes, which, like, had nothing to do with what we were talking about. Because when I said I want to collapse his logic to its premises, I basically said, if what you're saying is that we need to tail behind Democrats to pursue harm reduction, that means that according to your logic, harm reduction is the supreme ends of our activity. In which case, as an individual, you should just go to a soup kitchen because you're going to accomplish more harm reduction as an individual doing that than going on the internet and talking about Florida's potential $15 minimum wage. By the way, I'm still laughing at the idea. There's just like a multifaceted thing, and I have to talk about it from many angles, actually. But first, give me a second. First and foremost, like first things first, what we're going to have to talk about is the minimum wage is not the point. The lack of quality jobs is the point. And if there's no correlation between the types of jobs that we do and the wages that we have, then why don't we just focus on UBI? That was my point. Like, okay, let me put it this way. I would say that people are in poverty because there aren't good quality jobs. And what defines a quality job? Well, this is where our Marxism is going to be distinguished from their demand side economics. Marxism is a supply side economics, or it orients towards supply side. So what that basically means is that when we're coming at this from the perspective of Marxism, we're going to say things like a good quality job is a job that produces more material wealth and adds more real material wealth to the economy, and therefore crystallizes a greater magnitude of labor value. The second one, I know for theoretical purposes, could be tricky for some people. But yeah, that's more or less the gist of it. See, these socialists have neglected the question of material wealth. You could literally pay people to slap themselves across the face on the street, and they'll say, yeah, that's a legitimate job because people are being paid to do it. That's a job that produces just as much material wealth as mining coal or working on a fucking manufacturing plant. I'm sorry, no, it's not. That's stupid, right? Just on an intuitive level, that's retarded. So, it's not about the minimum wage. It's about what kinds of jobs do people have access to right now. And if those jobs are not related, let me put it this way. Since working at McDonald's doesn't really add that much value, if any at all, like infinitesimal magnitudes of value to the process of circulation, and then infinitesimally small magnitudes of material wealth. If you want to give McDonald's workers a $15 minimum wage, what you're basically saying is that you want to give them free money. You want to give them money that's not actually related to the work they do. This is what I'm trying to get at here. What is the relationship between the work they do and the actual generation of value? Service workers, for example, don't generate value on the basis of the work that they do. They're an expense in the revenues and streams of profit. They don't actually produce value. Just because they're suffering and working grueling hours and they're having shitty jobs doesn't mean they're actually adding any value in the Marxist sense and in the colloquial sense to the economy. So money has to come from somewhere. $1 has to represent something. It has to come from somewhere. Now, the modern monetary theory people say it comes from your ass. It doesn't come from anywhere. That's not Marxism. Value comes from somewhere. Now, Marxism will say it comes from labor, but it doesn't just come from any kind of labor. It comes from labor in the Marxist definition of labor, which is activity that transforms nature and transforms the external world. That's how Marx defines labor very clearly in his early philosophical manuscripts and throughout the entirety of his life, later in his life. So, where does the fucking money come from is the real question. We need a $15 minimum wage. That's not the real question. The question is, where does this money come from in the first place? And if the money doesn't come from the job itself, which it most certainly does not, then what you should be advocating for is something like UBI. You should say, let's just give people $3,000 a month flat, and they won't even have to work these stupid jobs. Think about it. If all service workers stopped working their jobs, what's going to be the result of that? Let's say overnight, as a society, we snapped our fingers and there's no more service industry, and all of those service workers, instead of working their service jobs, just get a flat revenue of $3,000. What do you think would happen? You think our economy would collapse? What if I told you that as far as the relation to economic value is concerned, there would be no difference? Yeah, people would have less convenience ordering hamburgers and they would have less fast food, but conversely, they would also have more time to make their own food at home. The service sector has nothing to do with how food is grown. It has nothing to do with the actual supply chain of how it's distributed at a material level. It has nothing to do with how things are produced. It has nothing to do with how the infrastructure is built that allows us to facilitate the travel of goods and people. It has nothing to do with any of the materially real things that make up an economy. So the minimum wage debate is stupid. It's a stupid thing. And the reason Democrats are so keen on focusing on the minimum wage and passing the minimum wage, A, because they're out of things to sell people, first of all. But also B, they're trying to bribe people's loyalties politically. Well, if you're waging a class struggle, your goal isn't actually harm reduction. If Lenin's goal was harm reduction, he probably wouldn't have assumed a revolutionary position. He probably would have tried to assume a reformist position. Maybe he would have championed Stolypin in Russia to do as much harm reduction as possible. Who knows? And also, the other problem with the harm reduction view is that it neglects how do you factor in harm reduction at the level of scale and time. How do you know what you're doing is not leading to more harm at a scale of decades. Maybe you're doing less harm in 1 year, but what about 1 decade?
Was having this exact debate
Thank you,
yesterday.
Flyon.
Service sector just exists for the PMC's convenience.
Yeah. So, also, and there's an interesting thing, because I studied this from the perspective of Marxism, because I wanted to know more about the relation between classical Marxism and orthodox Marxism and the minimum wage. And I came upon some interesting results, actually. So first, here's what Frederick Engels had to say about the minimum wage campaign in England. A fair day's wage for a fair day's work. A good deal might be said about the fair day's work too, the fairness of which is perfectly on par with that of the wages. So Engels does something pretty conservative here. He says, hey, instead of talking about the shitty nature of the wage, why don't you talk about the shitty nature of the work? Because it's the shitty nature of the work that produces the shitty nature of the wage. It's the nature of the work itself that's the problem, is where Engels is coming from. But he says, from what has been stated, it's pretty clear that the old watchword has lived its day and will hardly hold water nowadays. The fairness of political economy, such as it truly lays down the laws which rule society, that fairness is all on one side, the side of capital. Let then the old model be buried forever and replaced by another. So this is what Engels says. Instead of a fair day's wage for a fair day's work as a political slogan, Engels said our Engels should be possession of the means of work, raw material, factories, machinery, by the working people themselves. Sounds exactly like what I talked about in the MAGA communism video where I went to the Trump rally and pitched them MAGA communism. Instead of trying to give people more breadcrumbs at their shitty jobs in their workplaces, let's actually seize the means of the creation of wealth in the first place. That's my position. And that's also what I argued with SDL about. He said, we need to raise taxes on the ultra wealthy. And then I said, we need to destroy taxes. And then he said, you think lowering taxes is going to help the ultra wealthy? Well, Ed Berg had something interesting to say about this. You can believe it. Well, of course you could believe it. But Ed Berg had something to say about the nature of raising taxes on the ultra wealthy. And who this conveniently seems to serve often. So, in certain Greek tyrannies, the tax on aristocrats and the distribution of money to the poor are a means of bringing the money back to the rich and a means of remarkably widening the regime of debts, making it even stronger by anticipating and repressing any reterritorialization that might be produced by the economic givens of the agrarian problem. In a word, money, the circulation of money, is the means for rendering the debt infinite. Now, what does this mean to translate it? It's a time and tested tactic of the ruling class to tax itself and redistribute that money to the poor, because conveniently, what that relationship not only doesn't alter, but actually reinforces is who is the haves and who are the have-nots, who own the means of production and who don't, who own the land and who's landless. That relation is untouched, right? When you give the poor more money, they're just going to spend it in ways that redistribute it back to the rich, deepen the indebtedness of society to the rich and to the banks, and then more fundamentally and finally, dispel the venerable instincts and the human instincts, the instincts toward dignity on part of the poor, to, hey, let's have a fucking land reform. Why don't we have some land? Instead of giving us breadcrumbs and giving us money, how about we redistribute the land? That's the agrarian question. The agrarian question, which was huge in antiquity, right? ancient Greece, ancient Rome. It's what Julius Caesar was all about. They say, no. Don't touch the agrarian question. Don't touch the agrarian question. Don't touch the question of the means of production. Here, have some spoils from the current relations of production, and these will satiate you and stupefy you so you won't raise the land question. That's where Edberg is coming from. And it also neglects the question of debt. What about debt? Does the $15 minimum wage lessen the debt? The national debt in this country. Does it do anything to do that? No. See, you can't really talk about this stuff about taxing the rich, dude. What is your money backed by? How much are you in fucking debt? And then the MMT people have thrown in the towel and they're just saying, okay, well, debt doesn't matter. It's just all fake anyway. Let's just print as much money as we fucking want and give it to everyone. No, but eventually the debt catches up on you. And more importantly, here's the most important part. Debt is a relationship of power. Debt is a relationship, a future-oriented relationship, determining what gets to be built. It's credit, right? What gets to be built? What gets to be created economically? That's what. If you control debt, you control everything, basically. If you are controlling debt, if you own people's debt, you fucking own them. Okay? So that's everything. So yes, the debt question is very important because underlying the debt question, it's not just numbers that are in the negative that we're talking about. We're talking about relationships of power. We're talking about relationships of leverage and power. Who is indebted to who? That's a really important question, right? So none of this has anything to do with the fucking minimum wage. The minimum wage doesn't fucking matter. As a matter of fact, I'm going to announce something, and this is the part they're going to clip on Twitter. Let them clip it. Fuck the minimum wage. Fuck the minimum wage. I'm going to take a pledge. I hereby do not give a fuck about the minimum wage. I don't even care if it was a penny. The USD is backed by nothing. It's a meaningless, worthless currency, especially right now. The idea that there should be a political program around any discrete units of that currency is laughable. Andrew Yang's $1,000 a month is laughable. $15 an hour is laughable. You want to know why? Because the forces determining the value of $15 or the value of $1,000 are now fluctuating so much that you're making a mockery of yourself when you try and create a political slogan around a given quantity of this currency. Why don't you target the actual things that are responsible for this wild fluctuation of the currency's value, especially in proportion and in relation to the global currencies? Other global currencies, which is energy. Why don't we just talk about nationalizing energy? It's very clear what the relationship between the value of our currency and energy is. So why don't we talk about nationalizing energy? It's very clear the relationship between the value of money and food prices is concerned, and the value of food is concerned. So why don't we consolidate our agricultural production? Why don't we talk about the agrarian question? Why are we talking about how much fucking quantities of currency of USD, which is literally backed by nothing? Why is that even how is that of any political relevance? It's pure Democrat blackmail.
What is your stance on pension and veterans benefits?
Every civilized country has pensions. I'm for pensions. There needs to be a way to take care of the old. As far as veterans are concerned, I don't think we should dwell on the question because it's like, what is our program? Our program isn't to assume responsibility for the existing imperial state machinery. Our program, of course we want to take care of veterans. Of course we do. Point blank period, right? But let's stop thinking of politics in terms of policy. Like we're just gonna snap our fingers and see. Look, guys, read my MAGA Communism Substack, and you will learn very quick that it has nothing to do with politics. Has nothing to do with disagreements over how you want to see society run. Politics is about conflicts at the level of who is running society. That's what politics is. War. It's not about how I want to run society. Look, Liz Cheney and Alexandria Cortez both disagree about how they want to run society. Does that mean they're politically opposed to each other? Even the Communist Party, Joe Sims, endorsed Liz Cheney. That'll tell you how much your vision of society relates to who you're actually politically aligned with. It doesn't. It has nothing to do with it. In history, communists fought each other with guns. People who supposedly agree about the end goal of how they want to see society, they killed each other with guns. Why? Because they were aligned with different social forces. Politics has nothing to do with how you want to see society run. Any idiot can run society however the fuck they want. But who is running society is where you're actually going to get some fucking conflict. And why? Why is there this essential distinction where who runs it matters? Because there are different classes and different social formations who earn their means of subsistence differently. And this clash is responsible entirely for political conflicts. Now, I also looked at the 1891 FERT program. You don't know what the FERT program was? It was, I could try to look at the, what was it called? The ASPD or something? Ferdinand Lassalle's minimal program. I think this was the Gotha program. The one after that. In 1891, this was like the first like solid Marxist political program of like a mass party, right? And the minimal program was not like, okay, what is the end goal? It's more like what are the immediate tasks of policymaking that we're going to adopt to, carve out a place in contemporary German politics. And this is all they had to say about the question of like worker rights. Fixing the normal working day to 8 hours, prohibition of children being employed, prohibition of night work, uninterrupted rest period for at least 36 hours every week, and prohibition of the truck system. There's no minimum wage here. None. So there's nothing in the history of Marxism sacred about the minimum wage being part of any minimal program. There's nothing sacred about it at all. We don't give a shit about the minimum wage. That's the point. We don't care about it. And we don't give a fuck about harm reduction either. This shit is making me go full Jehuist. Because this is something I just fully agree with Jehu about. I'm so sick of these harm reduction pussies. Oh, harm reduction. Shut the fuck up, bitch. That's not what politics is. If you're in it for harm reduction, go join a soup kitchen. Jehu is right. And he's vindicated by the FERT program as well, because in the history of early socialism, it was always about reducing the working day. It was always about working hours. It wasn't about minimum wages. It was about working hours. Wages, that was something unions would fight for. Thank you, Aaron. Sorry, I turned off text speech. If we had another meetup, would you sign my copy of the Communist Manifesto? Yes, Aaron. Thank you so much for the dono. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, I would. Obviously, I would. Of course I wouldn't. Why wouldn't I? Yikes. Oh my god. That was such a fucking highlight. Can I show you guys a beautiful drink that I have? What's the end goal? We don't think in terms of end goals. We think in terms of realities. What's the end? What's the starting point is the point, not the end goal. It's the starting point that matters. Where are we? Isn't that what matters? That's what really matters. Oh man. Oh man, what a beautiful night. We made a critique of it in the CPUSA chat. I mean, in the CPUSA Zoom meeting. We didn't we make a critique of it, guys? Let's round of applause for ourselves for making a critique of it. Round of applause. Didn't we do that? I think we did it. Guys, I want to show you why I'm a white woman. So I got a pumpkin spice, a protein shake. It's a pumpkin spice protein shake. I'm going to take a few sips. I'm not going to drink the whole thing. Look how much I already drank. Okay. Okay. That tasted good. That tasted good. That tasted seasonal. 'Tis the season's greetings. That tasted seasonal. Look how beautiful I am. I am in your party, Joe Sims. Yo! Aha! I'm sorry. But yeah. This was easily the funniest thing that's happened in a long time. But yeah, all those fucking people. I'm going to show you this stupid shit. Hold on, give me a sec. Give me a sec. Let me show this to you. Oh, they blocked me. Never mind. Basically, what did she say? She goes, I'll read it to you. Communist, in quotes, is against raising the minimum wage to $15 an hour. He's against it. He's against it. That was what the debate was about, whether I'm for or against it. Not whether this should be the fucking linchpin of your entire fucking political strategy, so much so that you're going to say we have to vote Democrats to make it happen. She's basically saying that if I was God and I was given the choice to stop the fucking $15 minimum wage, that I would stop it from happening. I don't give a fuck about the minimum wage, you dumb bitch. Make it $500 for all I fucking care. Your fucking toilet paper ass currency. I don't give a fuck what the fucking minimum wage is. And he has it against $50. I'm not against shit, you dumb bitch. I don't give a fuck about it. That's the difference. I don't give a fuck about it. You stupid bitch. Stupid bitch. Chaotic leftist. Stupid bitch. I have to fucking be against it? How about I don't give a shit about it? Suck my cock, I give a fuck about your fucking minimum wage. $15 minimum wage. Stupid fuck. I don't have to care about it. I don't have to be opposed to something if I don't care about it. The whole fucking point was if that's the entire linchpin of your politics, go fucking join a soup kitchen. Because it's about harm reduction then, right? Idiot. It's not gonna be fucking harm reduction. That's the thing. Let's say Democrats get elected and do whatever the fuck they want. They're still gonna fuck up the economy because they're not touching upon the underlying source of the creation of value. So despite your $15 minimum wage, prices are going to go through the fucking roof because of sanctions on Russia, sanctions on Iran, sanctions on the whole fucking world. There's going to be World War III. What does it even fucking matter what your wages are, you fucking idiot? Know what I mean? Stupid. And these same stupid fucking people who keep talking about harm reduction also don't want to negotiate peace in fucking Ukraine. So how about them apples, you know? Oh, harm reduction, except when it comes to Slava Ukraine. You do as much harm as possible to stick it to Putin. By the way, the Democrat progressives signed a letter apparently where they were like, because AOC got traumatized by Jose Vega, so she signed a fucking letter where she was like, oh, we should like talk about negotiating a ceasefire. But it's hilarious. The type of ceasefire they talked about was hilarious. They're like, let's give Russia an out. Let's like allow Russia to give back all of Ukraine's territory and leave Ukraine and allow for there to be peace. And that was their peace terms that they wanted to negotiate with Russia. Anyway, they got fucking attacked for it harshly and they withdrew their petition. Ilhan Omar, AOC, and a few others withdrew their petition. If you could believe it. They retracted it. Fucking spineless pussies. Unbelievable. Even for that pathetic petition, they had to fucking withdraw it. Because it was too extreme for the fucking warmongering establishment. It was much too extreme for their fucking warmongering establishment, which just wants blood. True love, gonna die young.
Oh my God.
No, you can't do that. No.
No, you can't do that. No.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
I'm changing it right now. I'm doing it now. Hold on, give me a sec. I'm gonna make this one for like $20 donos and up. Thank you so much. Holy fuck. Roxov.
History just made in a legendary stream.
Thank you so much,
Gorilla,
Roxov.
Son, Gorilla, Son, Gorilla, Son,
Holy
Gorilla,
shit.
Son, Gorilla, Son, Gorilla, Son, Gorilla.
Son. Thank you so much, Roxov. Appreciate you, man. True love. So let's do the alerts. Hold on, I'm gonna do custom alerts. Alert box. Donations. Then it's gonna play the based one. Oh, I can't change it. Can I do? The members is Good Morning Revolutions. Oh wait, super chats. That's what we're doing. Super chats. I wonder how you do it where variations. When super chat is at least 20, edit and then sound. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make it so that save, add variation. I'll make this. Hold on, give me a sec. Actually, forget about this one. Cancel. Edit. Let me test this one.
This is a test super chat alert for $20.
I don't know if I want to replace that one. I don't think I want to replace that one. I think I'll do members and then gifted memberships. Duplicate. Gifted memberships. I'm going to make this one. This is going to be 20 memberships and up. Amount of gifts. 20. And then I'm going to do select audio file. Uploads. This one.
Oh my God.
Okay, we're going to select that one. Save. So, test.
Oh my God.
Yeah! There we go. It works. I want to test it one more time.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. All right, I did it. I added it. I added it in. True love. Oh my God. Oh my God. Thank you so much, Puppet Master. Holy shit. Thank you, man.
Minimum wage is a short-term fix which becomes useless with inflation. It's a bribe to the people. The mechanism and the system need rebalancing. The corporation should be in the hands of the people, not the few.
Exactly. And I'll debate anyone about the fucking minimum wage. Nobody will fucking debate me about it. If you got banned from the Discord, you probably deserved it. Okay? Just gonna be honest with you. Probably deserved it. Probably deserved it. Just a little bit. Maybe you deserved it a little bit, right? Just a little bit. True love. Na 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 na. Men and die young. This is such a cool stream. I love this stream. This is such a bass stream. Such a fun stream. Such a great stream. Such a bass stream. We're going to, I'm going to be doing some interesting things to expand the infrared. Repertoire. You know what sucks about my setup right now? I gotta go and grab a 50-foot extension cord so I can, like, here's what I'm gonna do, guys. I'm gonna take this setup right here, I'm gonna put it over there. See that desk over there? That desk has no outlets. There's no fucking outlets. That's why I'm up here on the fucking kitchen. But as you can see, this is like a stool, so it's super fucking uncomfortable. And I'm gonna stand because it's like I cannot sit and do streams comfortably. It's like so fucking uncomfortable. So fucking uncomfortable. True love. Na, na, na. Rev Left Radio did another episode. Oh boy. I wonder if they respond to anything I say. No, they didn't. Where did they? Their newest episode is fucking about the Brazilian elections. Why do you lie?
Governor Gretchen Whitmer has always stood up for our healthcare and
What the fuck is this in my chat? Give me a sec. Dude, I can't copy that link. When you spam a link in the chat, I can't click it. Copy link address. God fucking damn it, dude. It's like, it doesn't fucking work. Okay, here. No, video unavailable. I guess it doesn't exist. It's so fucking weird. It like share, copy. Okay, I copied the link. It's like it opens in my Streamlabs, and then yeah. This is called Left Reckoning, and it says how many views? It says 468 views. Yikes. Also, there's another fucking guy I'm gonna respond to today. Why not? Let's just do all these fucking weirdos. This one first. Well, okay, what are they gonna say? MAGA's very right-wing, and you're just doing tailism. And, like, it's really dangerous because it's fascist. Isn't that what they're gonna say? Watch it be something predictable.
Media is very centered, in like the major metropolitan areas, and there's a kind of writing off of people from states.
And there's no reason why any political movement, specifically internationalist communist one, should have anything but interest and curiosity towards these people and organizations to help struggle to meet their material needs as well as everybody else's. And happening as it unfolds and hand down that information to us. Now,
I love when people talk and don't mean anything. I love when they just use jargon and phrases, but they're not actually referring to anything honestly. They're just saying things that sound good in principle, but don't have any actual like real world reference.
Side of politics, I use just anything. I'll talk about like a car mechanic. Who would you rather trust? A guy who just read a bunch of books on mechanics, or sat back and had a wonderful armchair idea about what cars really need and the best way to fix it?
Not sure what this is referring to, but I can probably bet I've read more about Marxism than this fucking mustache guy. But maybe he's read more than me. But I can pretty much bet, probably, I'd bet a lot that I read more than him, and I've committed more of my life to studying Marxism than he has. But who knows, right?
Engine, or do you want a guy 30 years in, hands calloused, you can't even, all political formation, is that organization itself.
I think we're dancing around it, so we might need to dive in 1 second, but just one last thing before we get to the MAGA communism thing. Are you familiar with, have you ever heard of the iron law of oligarchy before, Brent? It's for people who aren't familiar, it's a really interesting and damning theory about what happened with a lot of the union and social democratic movements throughout the 20th century, where like
direction, especially when they're searching for ways to interpret the world, and that's what's going on here, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's funny because
minds the working class is fundamentally reality, which I think is what
teachers and baristas are like part of the aristocracy.
God, exactly.
What's amazing about that bread.
Yeah, I was like, just think of something in your head to laugh at, even if we never said that. Just think like, wouldn't it sound funny and it like make you seem superior? It just makes you feel superior when you say that, right? Like, yeah, they think baristas are members of the aristocracy. No, we don't. We think baristas are fucking losers. And yeah, I made it personal because you did. Because like I never used to hate baristas. The argument was so much more nuanced. But now I'm like, you know what? Fuck baristas. Because fuck you. If you're gonna hide behind baristas, I have no problem mowing down the baristas proverbially. Because I don't give a fuck about them. Fuck you. You keep using them as your shield. Fine, use them as your shield, bitch.
But I dug.
They don't have to be the fucking aristocracy to not be the fucking working class, you idiot.
Up an old.
They're not you keep talking about, listen, if you had a working class movement and then you were like, okay, what about baristas? Fine, right? But all you do is try to go to baristas. All you do is hype up people like baristas as the epitome of the working class while neglecting the actual productive working class. So suck a dick, you stupid bitch. And yes, it's that fucking simple. You have a 1 hour video. It's that simple. Not one person has actually addressed the argument. It's pathetic.
Eugene Debs essay, and
you have no foothold in the American working class majority. You only have a foothold in baristas. So that's our problem. It's very simple.
I can't remember what publication he had, whatever the newspaper for like the Socialist Party USA was back then.
Yeah, I feel like all of these three guys can just suck a dick. Like, what are you sitting here talking about? Are you addressing anything?
Not in a position, if any.
They're just sucking themselves off and arguing with a straw man that has nothing to do with anything we've said.
And I'm not against talking to reactionaries. I'm not even against going on.
Okay, no one gives a shit.
Why
what is a reactionary, by the way?
your person is more welcome than that.
Exactly. No, I totally.
In conclusion, these three guys feel really good about themselves, and they all sucked each other off after this call ended. Everyone clapped for them. So there's a mentally ill person who made a video about me. And yeah, we're not going to watch it all start to finish, but I'm just going to like highlight the parts. So they tried to respond to my Dugan video and my critique of Reed Ross. Genre of mental stupidity. Original propagator of this lie alongside
himself to belong to this same group of people. The reason Being says this is because when Infrared tries to explain Roger Griffin's definition, as that's the one Reed and other content creators have used, and have often failed to grasp in their own ways, he also gets it completely wrong.
So in Griffin's view, fascism is basically when a country or people decide that there's going to be a new chapter in their history, and it's going to be a rebirth of their country or a rebirth of their civilization after a period of decline or degeneracy, and that's the root basis of fascism. And he also uses the word ultranationalism, which we all know is a completely meaningless term, right, and can be applied to almost anything. I guess excessive feeling and pride for your country, I guess that would be the definition of ultranationalism in his view. Oh, and also, it's also ultranationalistic, which means it's about your nation, or it's about your country. And, you know, instead of being about something abstract or universal, it's specific to your own country. So there you have it. Palingenetic ultranationalism, that's what fascism is. That's where fascism comes from.
For those unaware, Roger Griffin's fully written definition is a genus of political ideology whose mythic core in its various permutations is a palingenetic form of populist ultranationalism, or as it's commonly shortened,
Palingenetic ultranationalism.
Just to mention before we move on to the meat of the video, Being isn't interested in responding to Infrared's personal attacks against Ross,
would work with literal CIA and DHS agents,
or even defending their book, as Being prefers to just read.
Okay, so when I point out his connections to the CIA, that's a personal attack. But when Reed Ross accuses Dugan of being a fascist because of his tangential relationship to figures of the European New Right, and because he took a photo with David Duke, that's not a personal attack. That's an attack on his ideas. Got it.
Griffin's work, and a few others. Being is far more interested in debunking Infrared's claims that Roger Griffin's definition is too broad, and, if used consistently, would count things such as the French Revolution and other broadly similar movements.
The French Revolution, fascist. The Springtime of Nations of 1848 in Europe, fascist. Giuseppe Garibaldi Mazzini, fascist. Abraham Lincoln and the Union during the American Civil War, fascists. If they want it to be consistent, if, you know, Ross wants to be consistent, then he has to label all of these other things as fascist too.
Being also wants to highlight how Infrared's own shortcomings when trying to understand fascism have led him to discount fascists in both the era of fascism and the post-war, such as Dugan himself. It's funny to note that Ross's book isn't the first to claim Dugan as fascist. I mean, Ross's book cites Anton Chekhov's work on Dugan. Particularly, one of probably the most important piece that Chekhov wrote on Dugan was the palingenetic thrust of Russian Neo-Eurasianism, which was published in a 2008 journal called Totalitarian Movements and Political Religions. Being doesn't know who was the first to claim Dugan as fascist, but it wasn't Ross's 2017 book. Links to Being's past videos on fascism will be in the description.
Yeah, but he's the one who popularized this niche bullshit from Russia in America.
If anyone is interested in learning more.
He's the one who popularized the claim Dugan was a fascist, so yeah, he is responsible. And actually, he wasn't the first person to call Dugan a fascist. Revolution in history can be characterized as palingenetic ultranationalism.
While it's true that the terms palingenetic and ultranationalism are broad, they acquire, like in many definitions, a specific meaning when used by the person formulating it. It only
what is that meaning?
Really requires some familiarity with Griffin's work that isn't limited to the
what is the meaning?
Incredibly flawed Wikipedia article on it. Being's going to use a free essay to further explain these specific terms. So
well, you're doing a video. You're doing a fucking video on it, so you should explain it, right?
If anyone's interested in a quick unpacking, Being can link that.
I think you're just bluffing that you have a special one.
Description. Being's completely aware that academic books are very expensive, and although Being can't legally suggest it, sites like LibGen exist, and you could theoretically find many of Griffin's works there, although that would be illegal, and Being is against illegal things. So don't Google LibGen and type in Roger Griffin. Stealing is bad. Firstly, palingenesis, the term is used within the framework of my ideal type to connotate rebirth, not in the sense of restoration of what has been, which is an archetypal conservative utopia, but of a new birth which retains certain eternal principles, e.g. eternal Roman, Aryan, or Anglo-Saxon virtues in a new modern type of society.
Okay. So not rebirth in the sense of a restoration of a specific point in time, but a new birth which retains certain eternal principles. Oh, like eternal principles like the rights of man, eternal principles like universal justice and dignity for all, or whatever, equality, those kinds of principles. So he said I'm wrong in claiming that Roger Griffin's definition is too broad. How does this make it more specific that he introduces this new phrase about new birth which retains certain eternal principles? That sounds like exactly the definition of what a revolution is. This is like the exact definition of what a revolution is. Because revolutions are revolutions. They are new births, but new births which complete some kind of cycle, right? which return to something. By returning to something, literally in the sense of the eternal principles of whatever. So no, this is more broad than it was before. Before, maybe you could be like, oh, palingenesis. Maybe that's like related to like the genesis of like the patria specifically or something. But when you say eternal principles, you're making it more broad than before. And it's hilarious about this video is that this like mentally ill dumb fuck will constantly come back. No, Haz, you don't know that Roger Griffin is specifically talking about fascism. I know he's specifically trying to talk about Italian and German fascism. It's just that his definitions fail to adequately describe those things in particular. His definitions, his method of analysis is too broad in its scope and in its application. So I know what he's trying to say. I know he's trying to describe the Nazis. I'm just insisting on the fact that he fucking fails at it because he's too broad, you stupid fuck.
The fascist uses past historical events of great struggle or glory to unearth supposed eternal truths, essences, and archetypes that can be used as a blueprint for revitalizing and rerouting the nation's organic members into...
Oh, you mean like, you know how communists referred to revolutionaries of the past, even in medieval times? This also applies to every one of the examples I gave, this applies to. So again, we're still too broad. Let's see where he gets more specific.
To creating a new healthy and prosperous national community. The mythic core thus isn't simply evoking a mythical past, but also a mythic future.
Where the present condition of decadence must overcome...
Where the present conditions of decadence must be overcome to bridge these 2 points in time, not by mimicking the exact past society, but by making a new historic time that expresses the so-called eternal properties, thus sparking a phase of renewal of these organic people, turning them into new men and women.
Okay, what makes this more specific? Or moreover, why did you quote this? What is relevant about that in relation to what I've said? What about that makes it more specific? Because if anything, that makes it broad enough, actually, now that you've clarified it, to like, yeah, that's just what a revolution is. Oh, we're not just talking about the past, Haas. We're talking also about the future. Oh, that makes it so much better for your case, right? That makes it so much harder to apply it to the Bolshevik Revolution or the French Revolution.
Therefore, the palingenetic aspect of fascism is invoking a temporal and anthropological revolution. A part of constructing that new time can be the incorporation of not just past, but also present properties. So long as they can be seen as something that can be used in service of their project, and possibly also taken out of their decadent forms and services, and transformed into an aspect of that new order. The easiest example...
Oh, it sounds like what Boris Groys talked about how the Communist Party in the Soviet Union, the Bolshevik Party, under Stalin, would like appropriate elements of the past and mobilize them for the revolution. I don't know, it's crazy.
Example is the use of modern warfare, but also, more strangely, many far leftist ideologies and ideas. Through the maze of modernity, the fascist finds a way out by resynthesizing
Damn. Through the maze of modernity, the fascist synthesizes different ideas and concepts while retaining the core nucleus. Lenin didn't synthesize different ideas and concepts. He totally didn't engage with, contemporary... like libertarian critiques of imperialism. Totally didn't there was no synthesis going on in the underlying philosophy of Marxism. Plekhanov, Dietskin, these guys didn't synthesize anything. Alexander Herzen, the Narodniks, there's no synthesis at all that's underlying Bolshevism. Guys, Marxism, Leninism, there's no synthesis, okay? Yeah, I know it's literally in the name that it's Marxism and Leninism combining, but that's not synthesizing anything. Also, Mao Zedong thought there's no synthesis there, right? This guy's so smart, dude. This guy's so smart.
Different ideas and concepts while retaining the core nucleus of his ideology.
This totally couldn't be directly applied to anything. Yeah, the French Revolution didn't synthesize different ideas, guys. There's no synthesis that goes on.
Creating such seemingly contradictory permutations is National Socialism, National Anarchism, National Bolshevism, and so on. This helps to explain the highly syncretic dynamic of fascism, the fusion...
Wow, you're synthesizing things that, from the perspective of the past, otherwise seem to be opposites. Totally not just something that happens with every ideology.
Of the far left and right.
You know what's so fucking funny? Here's the thing. First he talks about National Socialism, But then the other examples he gives, for example, National Bolshevism, the burden is still upon you to prove that's fascist. As for national anarchism, you could call that fascism, but it's more broadly just a intentional repackaging of Nazism. There's nothing syncretic, there's nothing accidentally syncretic about national anarchism. It is a very deliberate attempt to create an anarchist version of Nazism. So no, you're not listing different separate examples of a syncretic. See, let me just demonstrate basic logic for you. He's making it seem like he's listing different separate examples of a phenomena of syncretism that seems to be associated with fascism, but the examples are not different. On the one hand, National Socialism is the beginning. That's the first one, right? National anarchism is directly and very deliberately derivative of that, okay? As for National Bolshevism, you could probably argue that in the beginning, it was an attempt, tongue-in-cheek, to very deliberately try to combine Nazism with communism or with some... It's combining the far right and the far left. Very deliberately. That's not because these people... He's making it seem like he's doing this scientific analysis where he's like isolating these separate phenomena and he's like, oh, it just so happens to accidentally be the fact that all these different fascist movements are syncretic. No, the extent of the latter two's syncretism is a very deliberate and intentional throwback to National Socialism. There's nothing inherently syncretic about it. It's just National Socialism. It's so stupid. It's so fucking stupid. And by the way, National Bolshevism isn't really syncretic. What is it a synthesis of? National Bolshevism seems to be using the Nazi imagery as a form of edginess, punk rock edginess. The national aspect is just, there's nothing syncretic about it. It's just referring to Russia's new circumstances post-1990s. After, the Soviet Union collapsed, and there was no longer any Soviet state, but only a Russian state, as far as they were concerned. As far as what they could operate within the sphere of their relevancy. I don't know.
Being would like to quickly argue that no matter how a fascist permutation does incorporate leftist ideas, I think the result still finds itself amongst the position of the far right. Take national anarchism, for example. When this permutation took a different ideology, syncretism...
Again, this is stupid. This is not an accidental way Nazism was recreated. Nazism is a very deliberate and direct inspiration. So it's not like, oh yeah, we're going to be naive and try to have national anarchism. And then, whoops, we became far right. No, you were that from the beginning. That was your inspiration from the beginning. So you have not proven from a scientific perspective the thesis that syncretism lends itself to fascism. That remains unproven. You have not demonstrated that.
Well, and look into other revolutionary ideologies and how they engage in their own palingenesis. Secondly, ultranationalism. Not just an overtly anti-liberal, anti-parliamentary form of nationalism, which precludes the palingenetic patriotism of a de Gaulle, a Thatcher, or even a Yeltsin for being fascist, but to embrace the vast range of ethnocentrisms which arise from the intrinsic ambiguities of the concept nation.
Okay, what is the ethnos? How do you define that? What is an ethnocentrism?
And from the many permutations in which racism can express itself as a rationalized form of xenophobia.
Okay, that makes things very simple, actually. So if your definition of nationalism is inherently racist and inherently xenophobic, it could not possibly be applied to Dugin, because Dugin very explicitly rejects racism and rejects xenophobia. So there we have it. All you had to say was racism, dude. Could have just said palingenetic racism, dumb bitch. Oh, you're saying Dugin is inadvertently xenophobic or unknowingly xenophobic or unintentionally racist. Okay, well, Margaret Thatcher didn't call herself a racist. can't she still be called a racist and a xenophobe? Okay, from the many permutations in which racism can express itself as a rationalized form of xenophobia. Okay, so why can't that be applied to de Gaulle, Thatcher, or Yeltsin, or Ronald Reagan? Why can't that be applied to them? If you can apply it to Dugin, despite the fact that he's not a racist and xenophobe according to his own theories, what's stopping you from applying it to literally every right-wing bourgeois politician who are in fact racist, but just don't call themselves that? It is in the multivalence and flexibility which accounts for the way my fascist minimum covers the various concepts of the Italian race, culminated by fascism just as well as the Eurofascism, which has become so important since the war. I think this is just a word salad. I think this is just a nothing. Like, he's just saying nothing. It's the multivalence and flexibility which accounts for the way my fascist minimum covers the various concepts of the Italian race. How? It's too broad. It can fucking apply to anything.
It is in this multivalence and flexibility the Italian race flags list in eugenicist terms, but in the case of the Brazilian integralists, was expressed in a unique and specific union of races that created a shared Brazilianness. However, regardless of how multi-ethnic or racial the alternation appears to be, it still forms a cohesive and concentrated group of organic members who contrast themselves with people who are discounted as non-organic and thus excluded from membership in this group. This is enforced.
Okay, what are your examples of that in the case of Dugin? You mean people that are literally outside of Russia? So this is, from all that word salad, he's saying this. Anytime a people acknowledge their own identity and they acknowledge that identity as being separate from others, that's inherently fascist. So when Chinese people say, hey, we're Chinese, and a guy in Panama isn't Chinese, that's fascist, according to this dumb fuck. I just condensed to you what he actually just said. No, let's go back and see what he said.
And concentrated group of organic members who appears to be, it still forms a cohesive and concentrated group of organic members who contrast themselves with people who are discounted as non-organic and thus excluded from membership in this group.
You mean that applies to the definition of any country? That applies to anything. That any country in the fucking world. What you just said is an essential trait of fascism. It applies to.
This is enforced through the genocide or removal of those non-organic people.
Okay, here we go. Okay, so if you want to incorporate genocide as an inherent part of palingenetic ultranationalism, please point to me where Dugin has called for the genocide or removal of peoples from the Russian world who live and dwell within the Russian world. Moreover, this would also seem to identify every form of anti-immigration sentiment with fascism. So Margaret Thatcher, if she's being anti-immigration, she's a fascist. Every instance of being opposed to immigration and every instance of anti-immigration sentiment of others coming to your country and you don't want that, that's fascist, according to this person.
Because of this dynamic, fascist permutations always end up racist. Of course, a third word that is often excluded by people who...
Dude, this guy's a genius. He literally said that because of the dynamic by which people distinguish themselves from others, fascism always becomes racist. What? This guy doesn't even... Okay, you know what? I'm going insane engaging with this shit because it's like I look insane. Because this person, by the way, their pronouns are being. They don't say I, they say being. So they're mentally ill. And they're also trying to sound smart while saying nothing.
Don't know the full definition is populism, which is incredibly important to understand.
Said that about Ukraine. No, he didn't. He's not talking about the genocide of Ukrainians. He's talking about the question of Ukrainian national identity, which you're allowed to contest. Just because you disagree about the legitimacy of a given identity. Like if I created the Haas identity and I said, yeah, everyone in Michigan is part of the Haas identity. And then you said, no, that's not a real identity, dude. Not everyone in Michigan is the Ha's identity, and they say you're genocidal because you deny the Ha's identity. That's, you know, that kind of sounds like the gender question in America, right? It's like, oh, call me by my pronouns, or you're trying to commit genocide against trans people because you're not calling me my pronouns. No, it's, if we disagree about the labels, that doesn't mean we want to remove you or make you not exist anymore. It's like Ukraine is a trans person in this case, and people are accusing Dugin of having genocidal rhetoric against Ukraine in the same way that the gender ideologists accuse people who disagree about the gender question of wanting to engage in genocide against trans people, which is a word they actually use. They literally use the word genocide as though that could be applied to a fucking sexual identity. Like the root word is genocide. It's inherently fucking stupid.
The minimum. As Griffin puts it, a generic term for the people power generated when enough of the masses are effectively mobilized by mythic energies, whether spontaneous or contrived, essentially mobilizing ultranational members and channeling their agency and creativity into the revolution and new order. The use of populism helps to highlight the difference between fascist regimes and the conservative regimes of Franco, Salazar, and so on, that fascistized themselves, as those regimes came from a part of the elite trying to restore traditional hegemony, rather than trying to form a mass movement to destroy or radically transform the existing elite towards a new order.
But that's not what the Germans or the Italians did. They put on a show of what appeared to be a mass movement, but it was just as much elite-driven. Now, it's actually very simple. The reason Salazar and Franco are not seen as much as fascists is geopolitics. It's because they didn't fucking go to war with America and Britain and the Allied powers, so they're not seen as the same way. That's literally it. It's literally just because of war. If Mussolini never went to war with anyone, he probably would have gone down as like similar to Salazar and similar to Franco. Now, the prevalence of like Italian futurist aesthetics in under Mussolini's government doesn't change that.
Fascism from all this can be understood as not simply Nazism or Mussolini's black shirts, but one of many revolutionary political ideologies that seeks to change both the temporal and anthropological. Without the specific unpacking of the words used in the definition and how it's all supposed to come together into a coherent nucleus of a new time of universal liberalism against the forces of the monarch, aristocracy, and clergy. The French Revolution didn't go back to previous democratic societies because they wanted to go back, but rather they were using them as a temporal reservoir.
But you just said palingenesis isn't about going to back to a specific point in time. And you're calling it, they use them as a temporal reservoir, meaning they used it as a form of legitimation of the new because they needed a reservoir to draw from. Yeah, that's cope. They literally did see it as a mythical return to the true and authentic principle. They weren't doing this disingenuously, using it as a fucking reservoir to draw from. They did believe with all their heart that this French Republic, this revolution, is a clean, it's a clean return to the fucking mythical foundations of, let's say, European history, right? The classical period of ancient Greece and Rome. That all this tyranny that has emerged that afterwards needs to be swept away and we have to return to these pure origins. This was the impulse. This was the view.
Whereby they use the imagery archetype.
Rousseau went so far as to say this is the natural state of humanity that we're returning to. Or like he gave the intellectual foundation, the philosophical foundation for the view that this revolution is a return to the very essence of what we are as a people, as humanity at large.
Types and what they consider truths from that time to mark out what they were revitalizing in their new world. As if Roger Griffin isn't already aware of these things, or more specifically hasn't actually written on the French Revolution, which he has many times before.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if he's fucking written about it, because what he wrote doesn't address anything. He's throwing in more word salad about liberal universalism, which are things that are only relevant after the fact. At the time of the French, like after you've already put it in a fucking box, like the burden of proof is upon you to still define those things. What is liberalism? What is universalism? What does that actually mean? You think because France invaded other countries, that makes it universalistic? The Germans also invaded other countries. Why is one a form of palingenetic ultranationalism and not the other? And if you're going to say that genocide is what matters here, that the French didn't massacre everyone who was non-French, well, first of all, neither did the Germans. They didn't kill every non-German. But second of all, then you also couldn't apply that to Dugin, who's never advocated for any kind of genocide. So it's very simple. Your definition's too broad. If palingenetic ultranationalism applies to Dugin, it also applies to the French Revolution. No amount of floundering about talking about fucking liberal universalism changes that fact. As if the Nazis didn't have universal pretenses either of what they considered to be the true nature, the true universal truth of the hierarchical nature of humanity.
For example, in Modernism and Fascism, Griffin points out a common palingenetic dynamic that exists within the French Revolution, Fascist Revolution, and Bolshevik Revolution. By constantly reminding modern Italians of their Roman heritage, fascism was summoning them to make the same daring tiger's leap into the past that Walter Benjamin argued was made by French revolutionaries when they forged a symbolic link between the overthrow of the ancient regime and the ousting of the kings from ancient Rome. By anchoring a new future in the mythic remembrance of things past, fascists put themselves in the position to blast a specific era out of the homogeneous course of history as much as any Bolshevik revolutionary. Another example Infrared gives is the American Civil War. Probably one of the most ironic examples, though, is going to be the American Civil War.
Wait, but nothing was addressed. What makes fascism different, though? Maybe he's going to allude to it here.
War and people like Abraham Lincoln. I mean, America was experiencing a period of decline because it literally divided into two. And that Civil War, at least from the Union side of things, which was about a war of unification, very much was about a war of the rebirth of what America is, a form of palingenesis. And, you know, that could easily be characterized as ultra-nationalistic if we're just talking about this excessive form of belief and pride in the country that was America in their eyes.
Which, it's true that the country was falling into a deep decline in conflict, neither side would be regarded as fascist when using Griffin's definition. Lincoln and Union forces sought to save the Republic from Confederate breakaway, and would enact reforms to...
Okay, by the same logic, Griffin could say Hitler wanted to save the German state. Continue.
The system. The Confederate forces attempted to salvage the existing infrastructure of slavery and its elite into that breakaway state, which much of the Constitution of the U.S. was imported into, except for some major changes, notably the explicit protection of slavery. The Confederacy then was a conservative secession movement. In regards to other national revolutions that were trying to establish a liberal...
Wait, so he's trying to say that because Lincoln preserved the state, it wasn't fascist by Roger Griffin's definition. Do you think Hitler abolished the state? There's literal direct legal continuity between the Weimar Republic and Nazi Germany. Hitler added supplementary institutions. He didn't actually abolish the foundations of liberalism. He had emergency powers that allowed him to transgress those foundations, not abolish them. It was the Bolsheviks who just fucking abolished all traces of liberalism when they disbanded the Constituent Assembly. That's what they did.
Liberal republic or socialist state, they would also not be counted as fascist, since they are moving towards building a different...
But moreover, the Weimar Republic lasted for how long?
System and world that is founded on different truths and archetypes. State socialist movements, for example, while proclaiming a palingenetic project using popular agency and even incorporating elements of nationalism... Hold on. This happens sometimes. Let me just... There we go. Aim to create a communist new order rather than an ultranational rooted one. Even though, those of you who are anarchists, such as being self, will argue that a transitional state will never willingly dissolve itself into decentralism, it's still a much different system than fascism, Bing will say. Again, without the necessary unpacking...
But why is the question when your definition of fascism is palingenetic ultranationalism? My whole critique of Roger Griffin was that palingenetic ultranationalism is too broad of a definition. You've concluded this video by saying it's not, because despite sharing everything in common with palingenetic ultranationalism, it still wasn't a fascist system. Then what is a fascist system? You never actually talked about that.
Of Griffin's definition, you will lose certain nuances and details that will help to prevent you from using it as a checklist and grossly overinflating the phenomenon of fascism.
Oh, so now he's finally admitting that actually we can't use this as a definition. You can't use it as a checklist. We're just going to call whatever we want. This is mental illness. He's just saying, okay, Roger Griffin's position is just that we're going to call these things, we're going to define fascism in this way. And if our definition turns out to be too broad, it's just because you're misusing it as a checklist. So therefore, I can call Dugin a fascist. Hey, why is Dugin a fascist? Oh, because it's the same checklist as... This is what Roger Griffin does. He has a little checklist. Oh, Dugin fulfills my checklist. He's a fascist. Okay, I'm gonna apply your checklist to like everything else. No, you can't use it as a checklist. You can't use it as a checklist. That's the mental illness on display right now. Okay, that's it. And this is part 1. Well, I'm not watching part 2. I'm not. You can come debate me, little bitch. It was a waste of time. We got no arguments from that. All he said was, "But Hayes, it's not fascist." But where's your definition? And I'm just saying that because you're calling Dugan a fascist. How can you justify that? Oh, because he's this. Okay, well, this can be applied to the French Revolution and the American Civil War as well. Stupid. Fucking stupid, man. Fucking stupid. It's fucking stupid. Kind of hungry. But I shouldn't be. Kind of hungry, but I shouldn't be. Guys, we have a Minecraft. Did you know that? We do have a Minecraft up and running. Did I tell you that yet? It's only open to elites right now. By elites, I mean RTSG. Because we're still setting it up and shit. But once it's set up, I think it'll be set up tomorrow, and then we're just gonna give it to the public. We're gonna set it up tomorrow, and then we're gonna give it to the public. Haas wants to dissolve service industry, but uses food delivery. Mushu wants to get rid of child labor, but still uses fucking computers. What a hypocrite. You're a fucking idiot. You know what, guys? I'm going to stop using fucking food delivery services, and I'm going to stop going to restaurants, and I'm going to stop using service. It's not like life is organized in that way to the point where it'd be extremely inconvenient to stop doing those things. No, I use just like it's all a matter of our choices, and I'm just going to stop. That's totally going to make it. I'm totally going to abolish the service industry by not ordering food anymore. You're right, dude. You're so smart. What a fucking smart person. This is the most fluctuating stream in the world. Joe Sims bots. It's like we go like 480, 380. 480, 380. What is this bot attack on our stream? You know? It's a fucking bot attack. Oh my god. Oh my god. So the CPUSA is definitely gonna do some shit. I don't know what they're gonna do in retaliation, but they're gonna do something. They're gonna like, there's gonna be like a new viral tweet that's gonna get like 6,000 likes, and it's gonna be like a hate tweet. They're gonna use their Twitter bots to do some shit. Just expect it. It's gonna happen. I don't know what it's gonna be, but it's gonna be something. They're probably gonna be like, oh fuck, I forgot. There's so much memes I forgot. All right. So the CPUSA has a new slogan. Did I show you guys the new fucking party banner of the CPUSA? This is their new poster slogan. Ready? This is their slogan. You know what's beautiful about this is it's like, you can tell this is the cuck symbol. When they use this symbol, it's the symbol of cucks. We use the fucking Ottoman fucking star crescent throwback fucking symbol. This one is just the cuckold version. It's the fucking vagina symbol or some shit. It looks like the is this the symbol for the gender symbol? What is this? It's fucking ugly shit they have. Oh, it's upside down. No, it is, right? Yeah, this is like the fucking feminist fucking, we are small d Democrats. We are small d Democrat. I wish I would have trolled, man. I could have trolled. I just had to dress up or some shit. I mean, like, hello, comrades. It's another great day of being small d Democrats. Beautiful. Stop, I'm sick of this shit of people saying I'm wearing a Zelensky shirt. This is the Zelensky shirt. This is a Zelensky shirt. Really? Is this a Zelensky shirt? Is this a does Zelensky have this? Is this a Zelensky shirt? Tell me how this is a Zelensky shirt. Tell me how. Okay? It's a tight green shirt. You want to know why I wear tight green shirts? Because I have green eyes. Look at me. Look, see? It matches. Not every green shirt is a fucking. You know what? I don't know what this is. I don't. Why? How do I look like Zelensky? Why? Because you're racist. Because you're racist. Because you're racist. Calling me Zelensky 2.0. You're just racist. Racist. I miss the long streams, dude. We're not going to do long streams until I get a fucking chair. Until I get a chair. We're not doing long streams. Until I get a chair. Until I get a chair, we're not doing. Hey guys, I'm back. Wait. Hold on. This is important. This is praxis, okay? This is important praxis. Ready? Okay. I'm just like that Jimmy Neutron guy at TwitchCon. Whoa! Alright, guys. Now I'm king. Now I'm king. Now I'm king. Now I'm king. I'm gonna put this back. I don't want it to break. 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 Oh, I was gonna pretend to be Zelensky and control the CPUSA. I was gonna be like, hello, Joe Sims. Please, I need more money to fight Putin fascism. I've already in contact with Terran, and she is going to make sure that we will prevent fascism from taking over Ukraine. Please, Joe Sims. Oh my god. Let's watch that clip again. Let's watch it again. Yeah. Let's watch it again.
Eric, how are you?
Sure, how are you doing? Hi, everybody.
I see Khadijah. Hey, Khadijah. See Michelle.
Oh, I'm gonna play it on video.
Zach. I better stop mentioning names. But you know, when you start mentioning names, you don't mention everybody, you get in trouble. I went to
Hey Joe, why do you call me a racist, but Taryn is a white woman and I'm an Arab American? How am I a racist, Joe?
Oh my God.
Yo, Anonymous, thank you.
Us, I really like the old stuff, but you've changed. You're constantly engaging in troll wars and identity politics, and you've abandoned defending Russia. You've become the person you used to make fun of.
No, fuck you, dude. I'll take your $3. I don't talk about Russia anymore because I'm on fucking YouTube where 1 billion people talk about it here. I was the only guy on Twitch being honest about Russia. There's 1 billion people on YouTube talking about Russia. Second of all, I'm engaging in identity politics. Really? Yeah, you're right. I am a culture warrior. I am a culture warrior. You're right. I'm against wokeism. I'm against wokeness. I want to purge wokeness. And I'm against wokeism. You're right. I am a culture warrior. I'm just like the Taliban in a video game sense. I am fucking culture warrior.
I used to think that you're going places cause you have near perfect understanding of Marxism-Leninism, but now you're wasting your valuable time making a Minecraft. I'm disappointed as.
I'm wasting time in Minecraft. How? Because I set up a fucking server for the community to have fun in. You think I fucking play Minecraft? Yeah, I played for 10 minutes. Ask the RTSG people what I fucking did when I was playing. I literally, I just fucking spawned monsters. And I placed TNT everywhere and destroyed everything. And I told them it's a great reset. I'm Klaus Schwab. But that's all I did. And it was only for like 15 minutes, okay? So no, I'm not wasting time in Minecraft. I don't have time. I told you guys, I don't have time. Even last year, first of all, before the Russia invasion, we had a Minecraft server. And even when I played that server on stream, you think I did anything? I did nothing. All I did was have people give me stuff, and I wanted to marvel at the community's creations. Why not? It's like if I'm gonna marvel at the fucking, JPEGs you guys give me in original content, you guys sometimes make some cool shit in that game, and it's cool to look at sometimes. It's not a waste of time. Also, what news is there to cover right now? There is none. There's no news. So why are you bitching, dude? You're just bitching for no reason. Destiny's cracked here. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate you. Oh my god. I did not know we were on the internet. I did not know we were on the internet. Oh my god. It always scares me because I never want to leak my tabs. I never want to leak them. It's so terrifying. Because my password will show up and then you're going to be able to see. You're going to be able to see who I have a crush on. Janar, thank you for the 10. I don't know why it's not going through. Oh my god. You were removed? I don't know why you were removed, dude. It's probably a good reason. Ask Ahmad why it happened. Oh my god. They had fucking slideshows! Yeah! Okay, I thought the stream was over. It's just begun now. Okay? We got the slideshows. CPUSA slideshows. We have them. They did a slideshow about us. And it's the LaRouche conspiracy angle. They're doing the LaRouche thing. It's a LaRouche conspiracy. Fuck. This is so much. It's actually a lot. Okay, we have a juicy report about the Zoom meeting because I think it just concluded. But apparently there's seeds of a split that are forming and brewing. Oh my god, this is fucking crazy. We have everything. All right, we have everything here. Gonna present it to you now. Holy shit. Taryn during the meeting suggested... Dude, shut the fuck up!
Sorry for bitching. I just think the identity politics, lib stuff, grifting are diluting the real message.
Fuck you.
You're a brilliant
Literally,
thinker
shut
and
the
am
fuck
always
up. I
blown
don't give a
away
fuck.
by your knowledge
Shut
of
up,
Marxism,
dude. I don't
Lenin.
give a shit. I don't care. Guys. Okay? This is important. Taryn said that she wanted to write a legal letter with a lawyer to send to Twitter about the 2036 accounts. No, we're talking about a different CPUSA, so you can't do that. Oh my god, please write a fucking legal letter. Please write a fucking legal letter to law student Hayes. Want to go to court, Taryn? Let's go to fucking court. Let's go to court, Taryn. Let's go to court. I would love to go to court, Taryn. Let's go to court. She said she wants to write a legal letter about the Operation Redanon accounts on Twitter and on social media to take them down. She's going to write a legal letter to Twitter to take them down. That's what she's claiming. Guys, I'm pausing donos right now, but I'm gonna read them after. JC, thank you so much, though, man. I can't help but say thank you. But I'm gonna show you the slideshow first, and then I'm gonna resume the donos, the alerts, because this is like breaking news. Like this is like a lot of shit. Okay, so we're gonna go one by one and read their slideshow. Okay. So first things first. Apparently the reports on the ground though is that like it was an extremely contentious meeting. So a lot of the members were calling the Democrats fascist. They were citing Hakeem, talking bad about the Democrats. There was like a big argument and a big dispute, and it's like, yeah, there's a split brewing in that party. So, what is the purpose of the meeting? Identify and respond appropriately to the threat of the CPUSA 2036 phenomena. What's hilarious is that by the end of this, all they could manage to do was suggest tattletaling to Twitter with a lawyer to take down our accounts. Do it. We're just going to make more accounts, bitch. And by the way, good luck with that case. And good luck when fucking Elon Musk is taking over Twitter this Friday. Bitch. You bitch. You bitch. Suck my fucking dick, you stupid bitch. When fucking Elon Musk is taking over Twitter this Friday? You think you can stop this? You think you can stop this? You think you can stop this? Let's go. Let's go, bitch. Let's go. Shout out Elon Musk. What a nice guy, man. Round of applause for you. Shout out Elon Musk. You know what? I might get a Tesla, man. I might just get a Tesla. Man, he's doing that shit with Mars. Go ahead, do it in Mars, Elon. We don't care. You're all good with us. We got Elon Musk Twitter, Taryn. What you gonna do? You're not gonna do shit. First Amendment, bitch. What is a lawyer gonna do? Your lawyer's gonna write a legal letter to Twitter because we have our own Communist Party. You think we can't have the name Communist Party? Yes, we can. We're just like a Discord party, dude. We can do whatever the fuck we want. Suck a dick. It's Twitter. Okay. To ensure all CPUSA media account holders understand that the struggle for democracy and broad unity against fascism is not separate from our socialist vision. Okay, part 2. What is the CPUSA 2036 trend? These individuals seek to link themselves to the history and reputation of our party, hence their efforts to steal our brand. However, it is also about more than stealing the brand. This is an effort to take apart our party. Its roots, this is just a lie. Its roots traced back to Caleb Maupin's CPI and the socialist patriotism tendency, which is now being called MAGA communism. No, Caleb didn't want to fucking do this. He told me personally he didn't want to fucking do it. He told me personally, well, I don't know if he said this directly to me, but like he made it clear to me he has nothing to do with this shit. And I never asked him for support on this anyway. This was all infrared. Fuck you. Just because we don't fucking wear suits and didn't fucking hold IRL meetings doesn't mean we're not the fucking ones who created this meme. We created it. I'm gonna find the live stream, you bitch. I'm gonna fucking find it. I'm finding it. It was like one of our first live streams ever. It was one of our first live streams like ever. I'm finding it right now. Shut up. Okay. Okay. So this is dated when? I need to get out of full screen. Okay, I can't do anything. But there's no date? Okay, February 5th, 2021. You have to full screen it to see the date. But here. This is February 5th, 2021. Can you guys see this? February 5th, 2021. You see this? February 5th, 2021. This was literally called Communist Party USA 2036. It was like one of our first streams ever. It was like a 7-hour fucking stream. Holy shit.
Thoughts on the...
So there you go. Okay? There you go. Super, super ancient shit. So they lied. They're liars. And we just fucking debunked you, you dumb bitch. We didn't know who Caleb was. We did not we knew who he was. We didn't know him. Caleb never acknowledged us at that time because we were nobodies. Nobody knew who the fuck we were. You're a liar. We had nothing to do with Caleb or CPI at that time. When did I stream with him? I streamed with him in like March or something. Like a month later. I just debunked them. BTFO'd, bitch. This latest trend is pushing right-wing positions based on chauvinism, racism, anti-Semitism, and fake populism. No, real populism is when you're... What is real populism then? You think real populism is when you forward positions indistinguishable from Bank of America and JP Morgan. They have JP Morgan populism. That's real populism. Real populism is LGBT flags. That's actually populist. However, its roots go much deeper upon closer analysis. Okay, latest fucking schizo conspiracy theory just dropped. I'm gonna do the kick W thing. All right, here we go. This is the lore. This is actually CPUSA lore. You know, LaRouche tried to take over their party. This is a spooky Halloween tale. You know what? I'm gonna shut off the lights. This is a spooky. Beginning as a business. I'm gonna do spooky music. Fuck it. Scary music. Beginning as a businessman, LaRouche found himself in the orbit of the Socialist Workers' Party and the Spartacus League. However, he eventually broke with these organizations to create his own group, the National Caucus of Labor Committee, or NCLC, at the 1968 convention of the SDS. Eventually, the NCLC was kicked out. An important event for understanding the conservative economism. They wreaked havoc upon the left, acting as a kind of reactionary paramilitary. Operation Mop-Up. Formation. This coincides with efforts to create an American populism beyond left and right distinctions. Politically crude and conservative economism. It's evinced by his anxieties around deindustrialization. Hence their economic theory wherein productive capital is good and unproductive capital is bad. Various high-ranking officials, CIA, Reagan administration, all mention how they found them useful. Oh my. Okay, you know what? Okay, so my mouse is fucking gone. Again. I love this. I love how my mouse is just gone again. Okay, focusing. So, LaRouche's anxieties around deindustrialization, clearly unrelated to the anxieties of actual working people who lost their... what a fucking tone-deaf...
I
Thank
bet
you,
CPC
Xiangyu.
members who've met CPUSA members are polite to them but talk SHT behind their backs just like DPRK tour guides do with leftoid
Thank you,
tourists.
Xiangyu. Appreciate you, man. But I need my fucking mouse back, man. You know what? I'm a fucking unplugging it and plugging it back in. Fucking shit. Shit. Yeah, I got it back. First of all, it's extremely tone deaf to say, oh, anxieties around deindustrialization. As if that isn't like the story of America. Like, yeah, LaRouche isn't the only fucking guy who recognized deindustrialization was a thing. And then it's not about productive capital versus unproductive capital, which also neglects what those things are even defined by. I mean, maybe for LaRouche it is, but that has nothing to do with... Logo is the one who started the barista shit. Logo isn't a fucking LaRoucheite. Logo argues with them every fucking day. TLDR, anyone who cares about the problem of deindustrialization is a LaRoucheite. We got it. And conservative economism is... Oh, yeah. The thing about populism is a lie. LaRouche was anti-populist. He thought populism was part of the Vox Populi ancient Roman cult, and he was vehemently opposed to it. So that's wrong. LaRouche, a warning for the left. Oh my god! So they fought each other. The CPUSA and the NCLC fought each other. They weren't just attacked. It's a fucking lie that the NCLC just attacked them with nunchucks and shit. No, they were being self-defensive. The Schiller Institute connection. The Schiller Institute claims to advance peace through development. Much of their ideological orientations can be traced back to LaRouche. I mean, yeah, that's not a secret. Were it possible for Schiller to be a witness to the world today, what we see the elites on one hand, power-hungry and corrupt, the masses on the other, base their preferences and feeling incapable in their frustration. That's really incriminating. This is what Joe Sims is saying. The main point is to divert us from the mass democratic movement. Translation, the main point is to stop us being Democrat cocksuckers. The goal is to ideologically hijack the radicalization of the youth, particularly its communist contingent. No, it's not. We don't recruit from self-proclaimed communists because they're all retarded. We recruit from apolitical people, and we recruit from conservatives and righties because they're misled right now. You are not misled, communists. You're literally, you have no hope. Like your class position and your class interests make it impossible for you to be salvaged. So we don't recruit from you. Some are employing socialist patriotism. These are such boomers, dude. This is like last year's meme. It's nothing to do with anything going on. Redefining the fascist threat. So this is where during the meeting there was like a huge fucking like backlash coming from the membership. And remember, it's only like 50 people. And they were like, very strongly opposing the redefinition of fascism away from Dimitrov. 3 elements, ALEC, USCS, USCC, Industries, and so forth, are identified as consolidating themselves around the GOP, but everyone else is with the Democrats. And a concentrated effort to strip away the democratic rights of workers. So we're going to redefine fascism. Consequently, our party identifies the fight for democracy and broad unity to resist fascism is not separate from our socialist vision. The democratic struggle plays a... Okay, this is just means tailing the Democrats. It means nothing else for them. The significance of this election... Okay, let's suck the cocks of the Democratic Party. That's all he's saying here. Okay, this is their communications plan. Define the threat. Theft branding by the 2036 initiative online to confuse and disrupt their online presence. Heighten tensions within the party to degrade trust in party leadership and create factions. Goals. It's so funny how I joined. Isn't it funny how I joined their Zoom call? It's like so meta, right? Reaffirm trust in party leadership. Yeah, the party leadership, which totally isn't working for the Democratic Party and the CIA. Totally not happening. How do we get there? Standardize social media logos for all club accounts. I don't know how that's going to... How do you imagine that's going to make a difference? I'm going to help you here because you're a fucking idiot. You can standardize as many logos as you want. As far as we're concerned, your logos were already standardized when all of your social media accounts were parroting the same woke bullshit and pro-Democrat bullshit. So changing your logos to the same logo won't change a damn thing. Majority of people in America, at the end of the day, don't know what the Communist Party is. So even if you standardize your logos, if our message more effectively reaches them, they're going to see us as the Communist Party. It doesn't matter what logo you have. It's about how effective your message is in reaching people. If we become more infamous in the eyes of Americans, we are the party. Avoid posts that anger party members and serve as opportunities for grifters to increase tensions. Unify the party, don't divide it. Good luck! Look, the same reason the left canceled me is why you're fucked, Joe Sims. You will never achieve unity. The left is sectarian by nature. It will never happen. They're going to eat you alive. And I'm going to sit here and laugh. We can maintain unity. Infrared does maintain unity. We have these leftist tendencies and the sectarianism. We crush it so effectively. You can't be like us because you're cringe and you suck. Centralize national account managers into one group message. You want to bet my people will be in that message? And implement a democratic review process involving all committee members on... They're trying to use the same bureaucratic methods in the age of the internet. It doesn't work, dude. Infrared's so much more advanced as of like a form of organizing people than this fucking party right now. It's because like they don't understand how the internet works. You can't. This is where Nick Land and like accelerationism is right, dude. You can't control this shit. I promise you can't. You think I control the 2036 accounts? I don't even know who the fuck those guys are. Well, I think I do know who's behind some of them. And I know who's behind the idea, but like I don't talk to I'm not in a group chat with them. I don't talk to them. I just let them do what they want. And then if they do something that I think is stupid, I just say, hey, that's fucking stupid. Like when they attacked Mar, I was like, yeah, that's stupid. But that's all, I don't control anything. I'm just the con. I'm just the guy people like to watch and be inspired by because I'm actually charming and charismatic. Unlike Ho Sims, who's just he's like Joe Biden, he's just sleepy. Add a section to the website with all official clubs, including social media links. Yeah, I'm sure that's going to make a difference. Transfer all social media accounts to a CPUSA affiliated email account. Dude, that's totally not going to be hacked. That's a really good idea. That's totally not going to compromise your OPSEC. That's totally good OPSEC to do that. Really good OPSEC. Engage comrades when violations occur. Yeah, it sounds like a split's going to happen. Joe Sims, we're going to be sitting here and waiting like wolves. When the leftoids split your party and wreck the shit out of your party, we're going to be waiting here. Here we are. We're unified. The one thing that makes us a threat is we're unified. We don't have your leftist problem where you cannot premise the basis of your unity. It's an infinite regress of sectarianism. So you're going to split, and we're going to be waiting here, and we're going to conquer you like Genghis Khan. And I'm going to march triumphantly like Julius Caesar. I'm going to be walking up like Julius Caesar, triumphant. Because we're fucking unified. Engage comrades when violations occur with the aim of adherence. Develop opportunities to have internal party conversations in offline spaces. Yeah, more talking. That's going to be great. How do we know if we arrived? All club accounts have a common identity. They already pretty much do. They use the black and dark red thing. And they're woke and they have the same positions. And they're universally against infrared. So that's not really your problem. Your problem is how we're more effective at getting followers. We know how to fucking grow shit better than you. We've mastered the art of viral. We're clout demons. That's the problem. We're going to become more famous than you. And then what are you going to fucking do? We are the party. They can be verified on CPUSA.org. National party account postings are receiving positive feedback. Posting review process. CPUSA leadership holds access. Yeah, I doubt Joe Sims even knows how to send emails, so that's great. Name calling and insults among party members, as well as members airing out internal party struggles in online spaces, is minimized generally and is stopped completely among those that run the social media accounts. Good luck, dude. Good luck. By the way, I didn't want to have to do this, Joe Sims. I tried to talk to you. I tried to have dialogue. You just called me a racist and a fascist. I tried so hard. I forgot the rest of the song, but anyway, guys, I gotta go to the gym. But there's one last thing I gotta remind you guys about when it comes to the validity of, Joe Sims's little slideshow, the CPUSA's little slideshow they just put up, and Taryn's beautifully smart plan to sue Twitter because of Operation Redanon. Okay? There's one thing that will ensure the victory of Taryn. Wait, Ray Jackson? I tried so hard. I tried so hard. Na 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 na. Yeah, Taryn's